New thinking, new possibilities, a formula for happy drivers. If you're looking for a plumber, look no farther than D-Best Plumbing. Call them at 567-8755. Owner and founder Danny Petty has 18 years of plumbing experience in the Verde Valley. D-Best Plumbing prides themselves with providing quality workmanship and efficiency, which means honest and fair pricing for their customers. D-Best Plumbing, where a job done right is a job done once.
Here inside the gymnasium at Camp Verde High School for our 2A Central Region basketball matchup. We've got the Glendale Prep Griffins taking on the Camp Verde Cowboys. I got an opportunity to talk to Coach MJ DePietro of the Glendale Prep Griffins, and we'll talk to her about the matchup here tonight against the Camp Verde Cowboys. She said it's going to be a tough matchup. They've been practicing all week on their strong defense. We know that Camp Verde loves their full court press, and well, Glendale Prep has been working their hardest to try to beat that press in practice. Coach DePietro, her team coming off an overtime victory against Scottsdale Prep. Their last road win coming earlier this month on January 7th against, you guessed it, Scottsdale Prep. A 28-21 victory on January 7th. They're looking to hand Camp Verde their first loss in the region. Camp Verde currently sitting atop at 7-0, undefeated in the 2A Central region. And well, Glendale Prep would love to be that team that hands them the losses. They are currently sitting tied for third with Sedona Red Rock High School. Like I said, they're coming off an overtime victory against Scottsdale Prep, 35-34. They're looking to hand the first loss to Camp Verde tonight, and of course they would love to do that. Some players to watch out for tonight: Madeline Wiest, Izzy Ayer, Rachel Schmidt, and Madison Winkelblock. 4 players to keep an eye out for tonight. We've got a lot to talk about with Coach Petro. Like I said, they've been working really hard on their defense. We know that Camp Verde loves their full court press, and we're going to see it in full effect tonight. I had an opportunity to talk to Coach Showers, which we will get to in just a little bit, and he also stated that this team loves to play their full court defense. Coach DePietro is going to have to keep an eye on J.C. Finley, who we know for Camp Verde has been an absolute monster in the paint. She stands at 6'4". Definitely one of the tallest players on the floor, taller than me for that matter. And she's going to be somebody to keep an eye out for Coach DePietro and the Griffins. They're going to have to try to slow down J.C. Finley. Their keys to the game tonight: got to beat the full court press. You got to give yourselves opportunities on offense, but first you have to beat the defense. Like I said, we know that Camp Verde loves their full court press, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see it from both sides. It's going to be a defensive-heavy game tonight, and it's going to be really coming down to each team sharing a bucket. Next, hand in the face of every shooter. We saw Lauren Ontiveros not too long ago knock down a couple clutch threes to take down Sedona Red Rock at home. The Camp Verde Cowboys were finding themselves down late. They knocked down a bunch of shots, so Glendale Prep's going to really have to make sure that they close out on shooters and give pressure on every single shot. And of course, I talked to Coach DePietro. She mentioned that for the past 5 games, her bench has been one of the strongest points for their team this year, and they're going to have to continue that strong bench production tonight if they want to beat Coach Showers and the Camp Verde Cowboys. When we come back, we're going to get an opportunity to talk with Coach Showers and preview the other side of our matchup right here on Verde Valley TV. Don't go anywhere.
If you want freedom and adventure, stop into one of Galpin Auto and RV's convenient locations. With a large inventory of both new and pre-owned autos and RVs, they have something for most every budget. You'll find a relaxed, no-hassle way of doing business in both Dewey and Cottonwood. Their knowledgeable staff will have you on your way to your next vacation in no time. Galpin Auto and RV in Dewey and Cottonwood, a name you can trust for over 30 years.
Want to welcome you back here inside the gymnasium at Camp Verde High School. We are just a couple minutes away from getting things underway here as the Glendale Prep Griffins take on the Camp Verde Cowboys. I'm Philip Catafamo, happy to have you along with me. I had an opportunity to talk with Coach Mark Showers of the Camp Verde High School girls basketball team. Let's take a look at that. I'm joined by head coach Mark Showers of the girls basketball team here at Camp Verde High School. Coach, thank you for joining me.
You bet, my pleasure.
So Coach, you guys are currently at the head of this division. You're undefeated in the region. How do you keep your team focused?
Well, that's a challenge. You know, you're talking about teenage girls with all the things that they go through each day and trying to make sure they're focused on basketball when they have all sorts of other things hitting them. And what we try to do is when we come to practice, when we come to the game, to get them to commit to focusing on the job at hand.
Now, your team is definitely a more defensive-focused team. You like to come out early and press early. Why is defense so important for the squad?
Well, you don't win championships without playing good D.
That's a good point.
You know, I've been told that, and I've been taught that since I was a little kid learning about basketball. And so it's important for us to establish a defensive presence. And by doing that, what we've found is defense equals offense.
Kind of have a mentality of the 85 Bears a little bit, just playing that strong defense like you said.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
JC Finley has been solid for you all season long. She's definitely a key part of your offense. How important is it to get her going early?
Well, she's just a load down in the paint. She rebounds well, she scores well, she's a big presence, and she does much more than just those things for us. She also is intimidating to the other team. They're thinking about her every second. So yeah, we've worked on trying to make sure our guards are getting the ball in her hands in the right spot, away from the defense, so that she can take the ball to the basket.
Now you face Glendale Prep. What do you think you're going to get from the Griffins tonight?
Well, Glendale Prep, from what we've seen, they play a 2-2-1 full court press. They also play a zone in the half court, which most of the teams have started doing, especially double teaming JC in the paint, and that puts a little pressure on our guards to hit some outside shots. And then hopefully with the defensive presence, we're able to get some transition baskets, and that'll help.
Should be a little easy inside for JC Finley being 6'4", playing the center position.
Should be.
All right, Coach. Well, hey, thank you very much for joining us, and good luck tonight.
All right, thanks much.
Thank you.
Okay.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go for others.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
We are almost ready for tip-off here at Camp Verde High School. It is the Glendale Prep Griffins and the Camp Verde Cowboys. I'm Philip Catafamo, happy to have you along with me. I want to thank Coach Showers for coming on the pregame and getting an opportunity to talk with him. His team, of course, like I said, we got an opportunity to see them play at Sedona Red Rock. A comeback victory for Coach Showers, and they're looking for another victory here tonight, currently standing atop the 2A Central region, as we listen in on our starting lineups for the Camp Verde Cowboys. I got an opportunity to talk with Coach Showers before the game. And, well, like you said, this team has not lost a game since December 13th. A strong few performances from this team. And, well, it's one of the reasons why they're atop this division. They held North Point Prep on Tuesday of this week to 11 points. They won 59-11. Like I said, Coach Showers loves his defense, and you can see it, a very strong defense from this Cowboys team. Last time we saw them, of course, like I mentioned, a comeback victory against the Sedona Red Rock Scorpions. Here's the tip, and we're underway. A quick tip, J.C. Finley almost passing it right to her teammate. Unfortunately, unable to make the layup is number 32, Amanda Lozanila. Izzy Ayer with the ball, guarded tightly by Tana Decker. Ayer gets it inside. Schmidt looking for two, blocked away by J.C. Finley. Finley passing it up to Decker. It's a 2-on-2. Decker in the corner, looking inside. She's got Warfield back out. Decker back up to the top of the key. And Ontiveros will restart, and Lozanila's got it. Get you the starting lineups in just a little bit. Decker at the top of the key. Swings it around, corner three. Lauren Ontiveros knocks it down. Not afraid of the long ball is Lauren Ontiveros. We learned that in Sedona. She starts things off with a long three. Ayer again at top of the key, guarded tightly by Decker. Decker swings it around. Still a little bit of room for her coming over on defense is Ontiveros. Finley closing out. Going to be a jump shot and a foul. And Rachel Schmidt will go to the line for two. The foul on number 42, Shelly Warfield. Tonight for Rachel Schmidt. 3-0 currently is our score. We are underway here in the first quarter, 6 minutes, 58 seconds, as Schmidt will line up for her first free throw of the night. First one is up and good. So Schmidt will cut the deficit to 2, looking to cut it to just 1. Free throw is up. And takes a nice hop and goes right in. 2 points for Rachel Schmidt. 2-3 is our score. Decker will push it up. Drive it in. Layup off the glass and in. Tana Decker getting the layup. 5-3. Wiest had it. Gets it inside to Schmidt. Schmidt back out to Wiest. Wiest driving in. Is going to throw up the tough shot. Tipped around and rebounded. That's going to be on to Lozanila with it. She's going to push it up. Lozanila, she's got Ontiveros wide open, going to take it herself. Left-hand layup off the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Griffins, and they'll push it up. That's Madeline Wiest with it. She'll get it over to Ayer, and the Griffins will push it. Again, Ayer guarded tightly by Decker. Ayer driving in, kicks it out. Corner three, Wiest 4-3, no good. And looks like that was last touch by the Griffins, so it'll go out of bounds, and Camp Verde will take over. We'll quickly get you the starting lineups for the Glendale Prep Griffins. We've got Madison Winkleblack, number 5, Lauren Kawashima, number 11, number 13, Izzy Ayer, number 21, Rachel Schmidt, number 41, Madeline Wiest. That is the starting 5 as that floater goes up and is no good for Lozanila, or Ontiveros, excuse me. And it'll be rebounded. They're going to push it up. Schmidt with it. She's looking for 2. Throws it up. Gets another hop. Nice friendly roll as it goes in. 4 points for Rachel Schmidt. 4 points for the Glendale Prep Griffins. Decker looking inside. No, she's going to swing it around. Warfield back up top. Ontiveros, she knocked one down earlier. Can she do it again? Nope. Tipped. And rebounding. Lozanila keeping the drive going for Camp Verde. That one's tipped around. Warfield was wide open. This time she's going to throw up the right-hand hook, and it'll go in. 2 points for Shelly Warfield. 7-4 is our score. Parikh pushing it up. She was also somebody I forgot to mark down here in the starting lineup. Aroshi Parikh, number 12, is in the lineup. Ball will be inbounded. And at the top of the key for Ayer. Ayer guarded quickly by Decker. Ayer on the drive. Looking inside to Schmidt. Schmidt blocked away by Finley. There's 2 blocks for J.C. Finley. Lozanila spots up for 3. Knocks it down. Amanda Lozanila knocking down a 3 of her own. Wiest will push it up. Breaking the press. Getting it over to Winkleblack. Back up top. Air is going to spot up for 2. No good off the glass. Rebounded by Camp Verde. 10-4 is our score with 4 minutes and 15 left here in the first. Ontiveros hands it off to Warfield. Warfield on the drive. She's got an open lane off the glass. Little contact, no good. Finley, second chance, grabs her own rebound, and she will get fouled. J.C. Finley, we talked about her in the pregame with Coach Showers. Definitely the focal point of this offense, standing at 6'4". Definitely the tallest person on the floor. First free throw from Finley is good. So J.C. Finley gets herself on the scoreboard. 11-4 goes our score. Second one, off the front of the rim and rebounded. Almost stolen by Decker. They'll push it up, tipped and stolen. That one's Lozanila. Lozanila's going to spot up for 3. No good. Decker fighting for it, grabs the rebound. Almost lost, but Finley is there to pick it up, and she'll give it right back to Tana Decker. Decker swings it around. Warfield's going to spot up for a 2. No good. Tipped around, no contact. A little bit of a push, but no call on that. It'll go out of bounds. So Glendale Prep will hang on to it. Not sure if Lozanila was accidentally bumped or if she just tripped under her own feet, but regardless, it is Glendale Prep ball. As Winkleblack looking cross court. She'll find Wiest. Wiest on the drive. She's got Smith. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded by J.C. Finley. She'll push it up to Decker. It's Decker and Warfield. 4-on-2. Warfield, corner 3. She's not going to take it. She's going to drive in. Right-hand layup. Contact. And the charge. So Glendale Prep, a great charge by Rachel Schmidt to draw the contact from Shelly Warfield and commit the turnover. They'll inbound it. Air will push it up to Schmidt. Schmidt on the drive. Contact from Finley, and they'll draw the foul. I would assume that's got to be part of the game plan, is to try to drive as much into the basket so you can get J.C. Finley in in foul trouble and get her off the floor. But, well, both teams are going to step off the floor because we got a timeout. So when we come back, we've got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the first. 11-4 is our score. Don't go anywhere.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Want to welcome you back here to the Camp Verde Gymnasium on the campus of Camp Verde High School. It's Glendale Prep and Camp Verde. The third free throw of the night was good for number 21, number 21, Rachel Schmidt. She's got 2. She's got 6 points on the night. 11-6 goes our score. Decker will push it up. Swings it over to Ontiveros. Gets it over to Finley. Finley, little pass inside. A lot of pressure from number 12. That is Maya Hedges on the jump shot. She checks in. Izzy Air trying to get some sort of space away from Decker. Double team. She'll get it back out to Parikh. Parikh. It is tipped and out of bounds, so Glendale Prep will hang on to it. Good defense by Tana Decker. I want to remind you that we do have 2 games tonight, so right after this will be the boys' game. Schmidt on the drive, fakes the pump fake, going up, and they're going to call it travel. So a turnover. And now Camp Verde will take over with 2 minutes left here in the first. Decker will push it up. She'll look inside to Finley. Finley, right hand, will not get the bucket, but will go to the line for 2. She is 1 for 2 so far on free throws. She'll go to the line for her second time tonight. First free throw is up and good. Finley's got 2 points. And it looks like we got another timeout on the floor. We've got 1 minute, 53 seconds left here in the first. Our score, 12-6. Don't go anywhere, right here on Verde Valley TV.
If you're looking for a plumber, look no farther than D-Best Plumbing. Call them at 567-8755. Owner and founder Danny Petty has 18 years of plumbing experience.
Got a minute 28 left. First free throw of the night from Pregame is no good. She'll have two more. Looking to cut the deficit before we head to the second quarter. And one is up and good. So Pregame gets on the scoreboard with her first free throw of the night, second in total. Shot is up. Rimmed around, tipped by Schmidt. Fighting for it down low. Hedges grabs it, gives it to Finley, and she'll push it up and give it to Ontiveros. Ontiveros not afraid to shoot the three. Gets it up to the top of the key to Decker. Back to Ontiveros. Thinks three, looking inside. Hedges pushes the shot up. Finley's got it. Second chance off the glass and in for J.C. Finley. 6 points for J.C. Finley. Air looking inside to Schmidt. Schmidt guarded right there is J.C. Finley. Schmidt looking inside, off the glass and in. Madison Winklebleck, her first points of the night. Decker to Ontiveros. Ontiveros Hedges is wide open, she'll find her. Layup is no good. Finley, second chance again. Gonna grab her own rebound, kick it back out. Ontiveros not afraid to shoot the three. She's got two tonight. Lauren Ontiveros, 6 points, 18-9 is our score. Tipped by Decker, recovered by Air. Top of the key to Schmidt. Schmidt on the drive, over to Pregame. This three this time is no good. Tipped and rebounded. Winklebleck fighting for it down low with Decker and Ontiveros. The possession arrow pointing the way of the Glendale Prep Griffins, so they will hang on to it. That possession arrow should switch now. We're just getting a little bit more clarification on possibly where the possession arrow is going. If memory serves me right, I believe Glendale Prep won the tip. And they will hang on to it. So Wiest will inbound. Wiest, Schmidt, Winklebleck, Pregame, and Air on the floor for the Glendale Prep Griffins. Ontiveros, Lozanila, Finley, Decker, and Hedges on the floor for Camp Verde. We've got 8 seconds left here, so this should be the final shot, or at least the final possession or so of the first quarter. Wiest will inbound. Winklebleck's going to spot it for two. Rebounded Wiest, second chance. No good, tipped around. Finley will rebound it. We've got 2 seconds. They will hang on to it. Lozanila will chuck up a half-court shot. Ooh, not too far off. A half-court shot from Amanda Lozanila does not go in. 18-9 will remain our score as we head into the second quarter. The Cowboys currently on top of the Griffins. Don't go anywhere. We've got second quarter basketball right here on of the Griffins. Points. A lot of her points coming from the foul line. Like I said, I assume part of the game plan for Coach DePietro is probably to get J.C. Finley in foul trouble as much as possible. So I would expect a lot of inside passes here from Glendale Prep. Air kicks it back out. Wiest, she's got it. Guarded tightly by Lozanila. Gets a screen. Air, almost a double dribble call. No call there. They've gotten away with that one. Air will get the screen. Looking inside. Schmidt off her face and recovered by Finley. Always unfortunate when that happens. But regardless, Decker looking inside to Hedges. Hedges not afraid of the contact. Hook shot is in. Maya Hedges finally gets one to fall inside. She had a bunch of opportunities early on, but solid defense from Glendale Prep. But this time she's able to knock down a beautiful hook shot inside the paint. Air inside. Winklebleck gets it over to Schmidt. Schmidt fakes the shot, and they're going to call it travel. We got 7 minutes and 2 seconds here. The turnover on the side. Ontiveros will inbound to Decker. It is Decker, Ontiveros, Lozanila, Hedges, and Finley on the side of Camp Verde. And on the side of Glendale Prep, it is Winklebleck, Schmidt, Air, Parikh, and Wiest. As we wait, the possession arrow goes the way of the Glendale Prep, or excuse me, the way of Camp Verde now. Decker will push it up. Decker gets it up. Ontiveros thinking three this time. Passes it over to Hedges. Hedges on the drive. Floater, no good. Tipped by Finley, but recovered by Glendale Prep. Air will push it up. Gets it over. Wiest on the drive. Tipped, and we got a foul. So the foul will be on the floor, so Glendale Prep will inbound. 20-9 is our score. Camp Verde looking to remain undefeated. And Glendale Prep looking to get a little bit of an edge on Sedona Red Rock. They're currently third in the 2A Central region. Air looking for somebody. She'll find Parikh. Parikh pump fakes. Hands it off. Wiest thinking three. Holds on to it. Gets a screen. Wiest kicks it out. Winklebleck for three. Her first three of the night is good. Madison Winklebleck, she's got 4 points. Decker looking inside to Finley. Little almost over her head, but Finley were able to recover it. That shot too hard off the glass. Tipped around. Finley grabs her own rebound. Ontiveros, corner three. Not afraid to shoot, and it's missed, but tipped out of bounds. It will be last touched by Camp Verde. So Glendale Prep will hang on. (22-12) is our score. We've got 5 minutes and 55 seconds left here in the second. Air looking for somebody. She'll find Wiest at top. She'll swing it over to Schmidt. Schmidt, pump fake, shot. A little bit of contact, but no call. As Ontiveros pushes it up. Ontiveros hands it off. Lozanila thinking three. Pump fakes. Back to Ontiveros. Looking inside to Hedges. Tipped and tipped again. Recovered by Glendale Prep. Air will push it up. She's got Parikh. She'll find her in the corner. Blocked away by Lozanila. Hedges will push. Laid up off the glass. No good. They will call the foul. Little bit of a late call. But it'll be a shooting foul for Glendale Prep. And Hedges will go to the line to shoot two. Looking to make this a 10-point game. And one is in. Hedges has got 3 points on the night, looking for number 4. She'll get it. Parikh gets it back up top to Air, looking inside to Schmidt. Schmidt, pump fake, drive, blocked. A lot of pressure. Hedges with the block that time. Ontiveros will push it up for the Cowboys. Ontiveros swings it around. Decker. She'll reset the offense. Decker swings around. Hedges thinking three. Pump fakes, drives, floater again, is up, no good. Finley fighting for it down low, and we'll call a jump ball. Or excuse me, looks like they'll call a foul. It's a push by number 13, Izzy Ayer. Oh no, it'll be a push on Finley, excuse me. So it'll be a foul on the Cowboys, so Glendale Prep will take over. 22-12 our score with 4 minutes 53 seconds left here in the first half. As Ayer will go to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and no good. Rebounded by Schmidt, fighting for it. Barely gets it away, but we'll call a jump ball. So Glendale Prep is now in the bonus, so any foul, regardless if it's in the air, a shot on the floor, will result in a 1-and-1. Decker driving in, floater, a lot of contact, able to get the shot off, but it does not go in. Rebounded by Winkleblack. Ayer will push it up. Ayer, Winkleblack almost missed that one, but grabs it last second. Corner 3 by Weiss. She's thought about it, but held back. Looking inside to Schmidt. Schmidt on the drive, blocked by Finley, and they'll get another foul. Again, like I said, it's got to be a part of the game plan for Glendale Prep. Coach DePietro wants to get J.C. Finley in foul trouble so that she can get her out of the game. Free throw is up from Schmidt, and no good on that one. I mean, it makes sense. J.C. Finley, the tallest person on the floor. We got a timeout, a full timeout for Coach Showers. Well, I'll finish that point when we come back. We've got 4 minutes, 21 seconds left here in the first half. 12-22 is our score. Don't go anywhere.
If you
her out of the game. She's 6'4". We've seen it a couple times where she's just kind of grabbed the ball over the top of her shorter defenders, and honestly, I don't blame her. That second free throw is no good. Rebounded Winkleblack and loses it to Ontiveros. Lauren Ontiveros will push it up. She'll hand it off to Decker. Decker now on the drive. Hands it off Lozanila. Thinking 3, pump fakes. We'll draw the foul. We'll see if that was in the shooting motion. I think it will be on the floor. But it'll be a foul on Parikh. And it will be on the floor, so Camp Verde will inbound. Decker will inbound. Ontiveros will take it right around half court. She's got Hedges wide open in the corner, and she'll hand it off to her. Hedges inside to Finley. Finley off the glass. She is money from inside. Give J.C. Finley another 2. Ayer gets it over to Weiss. Schmidt calling for it, but Weiss won't look inside. She'll hand it off to Winkleblack. We got 3 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the second quarter. She'll kick it out. Parikh, another 3. No good. Tipped and rebounded by Decker. 2 on 4. Decker, floater. Rolls around the rim and goes in. Tana Decker's first 2 of the, or excuse me, her 4th point of the night. Almost stolen. Yes, it is stolen by Lozanila. She read that pass beautifully. The drive. She'll go to the line, won't get the bucket, but will go to the line for 2. So she may have fallen, grabbing onto that right wrist. Maybe fell a little awkwardly on it. It'll be a push. First trip to the line tonight for Lozanila. run around the rim and not go in. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it from up here that Lozanila has got one sock has got Patrick Star from SpongeBob, and then her left sock has got actual SpongeBob. That's pretty cool. Wearing two different shoes, a pair of socks. I mean, as that one goes in, of course she's wearing a pair of socks, but SpongeBob and Patrick socks, much respect. Weist will push it up. Weist, great cross move, or dribble move from Decker. She'll put up the floater, no good. Tipped around and rebounded. They'll push it up. Warfield, guarded by Parikh. Warfield's going to put it up. No call, rebounded. Weist. Klaus now in the game. Gets the screen. Weist going to spot up for a long two and knock it down. Madeline Weist's first 2 points of the night. Decker will push it up. Floater again. Decker's got it. 6 points for Tana Decker. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the second. Weist gets the screen from Schmidt. She's going to spot up for three. No good. Rebounded by Winkleblack. Back out, tipped and stolen. Another fast break. Tana Decker all alone. She'll drive off the glass and in. 8 points for Tana Decker. 31-14 our score. Coach DePietro calls a timeout. We've got 2 minutes and 11 seconds left here in the first half. Don't go anywhere right here on Verde Valley TV.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marooners!
Coach DePietro giving her team a little bit of a pep talk before we head into halftime. 31-14 is our scores. The Cowboys are currently leading the Griffins of Glendale Prep. Philip Catafamo, happy to have you along with me here on a beautiful Friday night in Camp Verde. Glendale Prep will hang on to their possession as Air will push it up. Schmidt, top of the key. Guarded tightly by Finley. Schmidt almost stolen by Hedges. Rips it away. Gets it over to Winkleblack. Winkleblack's going to spot up for two. I can say 3-second violation. And a Peterson will check in for J.C. Finley. So Finley will get some much-needed rest and some much-deserved rest. We'll also get a sub on Glendale Prep. That's Fredrickson checking in. Sophie Fredrickson coming in for Rachel Schmidt. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. 31-14 our score. Decker. Looking for the play call from Coach. She'll swing it over to Peterson. Peterson over to Hedges. Hedges inside to Warfield. Warfield on the drive. Right-hand layup off the glass and in. Shelly Warfield able to get that layup. Weist driving in. Floater right hand off the glass. No good. Rolled around the rim a little bit. Jump ball. Sophie Fredrickson getting a little, wants to get that ball back for her team, and she does just that. Great heads-up play by Sophie Fredrickson. Weist will inbound. Top of the key. Winkleblack back to Weist. Weist going to spot up for two. No call on the travel off the top of the backboard, and Hedges will rebound. Decker, she's got a lot of space on the right side. She'll drive, draw the foul. It will be on the floor. So Camp Verde will inbound, carrying a hefty 33-14 point lead. 1 minute and 11 seconds left here in the second. Decker. Warfield back to Decker. Decker may have been thinking the three, but wants to reset the offense, burn a little bit more time on the clock. Decker hands it off. Ontiveros. Again, not afraid to shoot that three. Peterson's with it now. Inside to Hedges. Hedges loses it off her knee. Tipped around. She'll recover and get it to Peterson, who gets it back to Ontiveros. Ontiveros guarded by Parikh. She'll dish it out to Decker. Decker top of the key. We got 40 seconds left here in the first half. Decker orchestrating the offense. Dribble move. Spin. Floating. They will call travel. Too many steps from Tana Decker. It'll be a turnover for the Cowboys. 32 seconds left here in the first half. Ayer. Get the screen from Wiest. Ayer on the drive. Look in to Winkleblack. And they'll get the shooting foul. Well, regardless, it was a foul. So either way, had it been a shooting foul or just on the floor, Winkleblack would have been going to the line. But this time she'll go to the line for 2. She's got 4 points, or excuse me, she's got 5 points on the night. We're going to cut it into this deficit before we head into halftime. That one misses. Some substitutions now. Abby Smith will check in for Aroshi Parikh. Second free throw, no good. Tipped around and rebounded by Decker. Decker. Floater again. Tana Decker. Wow. 10 points for Tana Decker. Wiest gets the screen. Spotting up for 3. No good. Rebounded. And that will be the end of it. At the end of the first half, 35-14, the Cowboys currently on top of the Glendale Prep Griffins. We're going to head to halftime. We hope you join us. When we come back, we'll get you caught up on the first half of this game and get you ready for the second. Don't go anywhere right here on Verde Valley TV.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
2 things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
When you buy a vehicle at Hyundai of Cottonwood, you'll enjoy thousands of miles. With America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000 miles, driving a Hyundai will give you peace of mind. Yes, there's something for everyone at Hyundai of Cottonwood on Rodeo Drive, above Larry Green Chevrolet and next to Walmart. Hyundai of Cottonwood. New thinking, new possibilities. A formula for happy drivers.
Welcome you back here on top, or inside, I should say, the weight room on top of the Camp Verde High School Gymnasium on the campus of Camp Verde High School. Philip Casafmo, happy to have you along with me. It has been all Camp Verde so far in this one. Our current score, 35-14. Some of the point leaders so far for Glendale Prep, 6 points for Rachel Schmidt. Some of those points coming from the free throw line and a couple of those points coming from inside the paint. We had a 3-pointer from Madison Winkleblack, she's got 4 points on the night. 1 point from Aroshi Parikh coming on the foul she got when she put on she shot the 3-pointer. And 6 points, like I said, for Rachel Schmidt, currently leading this team. It has been quite a battle so far for Glendale Prep as they look to climb not a huge mountain, but a little bit of a trek for the Griffins. We take a look now at the Camp Verde Cowboys. 4 points for Maya Hedges, but currently this team is led by Tana Decker. A couple floaters inside. She's been running the point beautifully, wearing number 24. It reminds me of a particular somebody, but Tana Decker having a phenomenal game so far. 10 points, 8 points for her teammate J.C. Finley, who has been, as usual, a monster inside the paint. 9 points for Amanda Lozanila and Lauren Ontiveros, all coming from the three-point line, or excuse me, only one of those points, or excuse me, 6 of those points make that 7 points for Amanda Lozanila. Apparently, simple math is not my speciality. But 7 points for Amanda Lozanila, 9 points for Lauren Ontiveros, and 7 points for Shelly Warfield. It has been a defensive-heavy game so far for Camp Verde. They've done a great job of putting hands in the face of every shooter at Glendale Prep. Glendale Prep currently has no answer for J.C. Finley, who has been solid inside the paint. Like I said, she's got 8 points. Most of her points have come inside, and I think 2 or 3 of them have come from the free throw line, giving herself opportunities to score. Like I said at the beginning of this game, defense turns into offense. We talked to Coach Showers, the defensive side of this team has always been very strong, and the offensive side, well, just as strong, is why they're carrying a pretty hefty lead. 35-14 is our current score. We'll check back in on our keys to the game here for Camp Verde. Get J.C. Finley going. Well, they've done that so far. 8 points for J.C. Finley inside the paint. Defensive pressure early. Yep, they've been doing that as well. Running the full court press, putting a hand in the face of every single shooter, boxing out, grabbing rebounds. The defensive side for Camp Verde has been solid. And set the tempo, yes, they have definitely done that. They're carrying a hefty lead as we begin our halftime going into the second half. For the side of the Griffins, for Glendale Prep, beat the full court press. Haven't seen a whole lot of the full court press now since there's quite a hefty lead so far for Camp Verde. But I wouldn't be surprised if early on to start the second half, Coach Showers puts the pressure on and, tries to turn defense into offense. So Glendale Prep definitely have to keep an eye on the full court press coming. Hand in the face of every shooter. Had a couple open shots, a couple good looks so far from Camp Verde, so Glendale Prep's going to have to lock down their defense a little bit more and try to get J.C. Finley into foul trouble. I didn't put that into my keys to the game, but I'm going to throw it in here now. If Coach DePietro can get J.C. Finley out of this game, I think her chances are a little bit better. Close out a lot more on Lauren Ontiveros and try to keep an eye as well on Amanda Lozanila. But I think if they can do that, they can find themselves with a comeback victory. And finally, continue the solid bench production. We haven't seen a whole lot of substitutions so far on the side of Glendale Prep. I can guarantee you we'll see a lot more going into the second half. When we come back, we'll keep talking basketball as we get ready for the second half here at Camp Verde High School. Don't go anywhere.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Welcome back inside the weight room here at Camp Verde High School. We've got some 2A Central Region basketball for you. Our current score at halftime, 35-14. I want to remind you, we do have another basketball game right after this. It'll be the boys basketball game, the battle of the undefeateds. Camp Verde currently sitting at number 1 with a 7-0 record, and Glendale Prep at 8-0 right behind them. So at the end of tonight, one of those teams is not going to be undefeated anymore. So when we come back, we'll keep talking about the girls basketball game and get you ready for the second half. Don't go anywhere, right here on Verde Valley TV.
If you're looking for a plumber, look no farther than D-Best Plumbing. Call them at 567-8755. Owner and founder Danny Petty has 18 years of plumbing experience in the Verde Valley. D-Best Plumbing prides themselves with providing quality workmanship and efficiency, which means honest and fair pricing for their customers. D-Best Plumbing, where a job done right is a job done once.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go for others.
If you want freedom and adventure, stop into one of Galpin Auto and RV's convenient locations. With a large inventory of both new and pre-owned autos and RVs, they have something for most every budget. You'll find a relaxed, no-hassle way of doing business in both Dewey and Cottonwood. Their knowledgeable staff will have you on your way to your next vacation in no time. Galpin Auto and RV in Dewey and Cottonwood, a name you can trust for over 30 years.
The Camp Verde Cowboys getting a couple shots up before we get ready for the second half. They currently lead the Glendale Prep Griffins 35-14. It has been a solid performance so far from the Cowboys. Tana Decker leading this team in points with 10 points, 8 points for J.C. Finley, 7 for Amanda Lozanila, and 9 for Lauren Ontiveros, and also 7 for Shelly Warfield. We take one more look at our keys to the game here. Get J.C. Finley going. Camp Verde has done that very, very well. She's got 8 points tonight so far. Defensive pressure early. I'm pretty sure to start the second half, we're going to see that classic head coach Mark Showers full court press. Start the defensive pressure early and really set the tempo. And of course, the final key to the game: set the tempo. And I think Camp Verde's going to want to do that. They're going to continue the defensive pressure. Maybe feed J.C. Finley a little bit more inside and kick it back out to Lauren Ontiveros as they begin their continued warm-up here. We've got a little under a minute before we start the third quarter. On the side of Glendale Prep, again, you got to beat the full court press. We know that Coach Showers, this is essentially a brand new game for Coach Showers. It's 0-0 right now in his mind, and he knows that he definitely wants to start the defensive pressure early, go into the full court press to start the third quarter, and, like I said, set the tempo. So the Griffins really going to have to do their best in beating that full court press and continue to finish on offense. They've had a couple opportunities inside, but it's very tough to get shots off when you've got J.C. Finley down there, 6'4". And she is doing a great job of manning the paint, grabbing rebounds, giving her team second chance opportunities, adding a lot of defensive pressure inside. We've seen her go up against number 21, Rachel Schmidt, who is currently leading the Griffins in points right now with 6. You got to find a way to beat J.C. Finley and the Camp Verde Cowboys. Going to have to add a little bit more pressure on Tana Decker, get hands in the faces of every single shooter for the Camp Verde Cowboys. The Cowboys will start possession here. They still carry their 35 to 14-point lead, a 21-point lead so far for Camp Verde. Want to thank our sponsors tonight: Rice Accounting, Larry Green Chevrolet, Galpin Auto and RV, Suzy Q Market, Hyundai of Cottonwood, and D-Best Plumbing. They'll swing it around. Warfield back up top to Decker as we begin the second half. Again, want to remind you as Decker pulls in for the floater, hit off the top of the rim, rebounded. Warfield second chance, layup off the glass and in. Shelly Warfield. Air guarded tightly by Decker, looking inside to Schmidt. Schmidt kicks it out to Wiest. Wiest back up top. Air for a long three. No good. Rebounded. Warfield. She had Lozanila, but ends up taking it herself. Warfield coast to coast, no good. Ontiveros grabs the board, and Camp Verde will slow it down. Long three from Tana Decker, her first of the night, no good. Air with the rebound, 37-14 our score, 7 minutes left here in the third. Again, want to remind you that we will have the boys basketball game right after this one. The Battle of the Undefeated should be a really, really good game to see who will remain on top of the Central Division. That three-pointer no good by Wiest in the corner. Warfield with the rebound. Almost loses it. She does lose it. Great defense. Rachel Schmidt giving her team an opportunity. She'll hand it off. Wiest, layup off the glass. No good. Too hard. Schmidt, second chance, looking inside. No call. Rebounded by Decker. Decker will push it up. On the drive, looking for another floater. She has been money with those, but not that time. Rebounded by Winklebleck. She'll hand it off to Air, and Air will push it up. Gets it over. Parikh, thinking three, not afraid to shoot. Stolen by Decker, and she'll get it up to Lozanila. Lozanila will push it up. Lozanila on the drive. Euro step off the glass, no good. Wiest, 3-on-2. She's got Winklebleck a little too high on that pass. Not a bad look inside for Madeline Wiest, just a little bit too high for her teammate Madison Winklebleck. So the Madeline to Madison connection unable to connect on that one. 37-14 our score remains. 6 minutes to go here in the third. Looking inside to Finley, stolen by Schmidt. Great interior defense by Rachel Schmidt. She almost loses it and saves it by Lozanila. Rosanil will chuck it down court to Warfield. Warfield layup off the glass. Nope, they're going to call it. They're going to call it a blocking foul on J.C. Finley. Coach Shower's not too happy about that call. And now Glendale Prep will take over possession. Warfield had the layup, but gets recalled from the blocking foul by J.C. Finley. A moving screen, to be more specific. Air. Looking inside, Winkleblack. Oh, she had Wiest wide open, takes the shot herself and gets a friendly bounce off the backboard and goes in. Madison Winkleblack getting 2 more points. Decker almost on Taveros, but it'll go out of bounds. A little too far from her reach, and it'll be a turnover. Air pushed it up. Winkleblack looking inside to Schmidt. Schmidt off the glass and in. Rachel Schmidt, 8 points tonight. Timeout, Camp Verde. 37-18. What a good start for the Griffins. We'll see if they can keep it going. 5 minutes, 13 seconds left here in the third. Don't go anywhere.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
So a good start for the Glendale Prep Griffins. Looking to cut into their deficit, tipped around. Schmidt, Finley will hang on to it. She'll kick it out. Lozanila fakes the shot, steps back for 3. No good. Rebounded by Air. Air has Parikh in the corner, almost stolen by Warfield. Parikh's going to force up the 3 and go to the line for 3. Aroshi Parikh looking for another set of 3 field goals, or excuse me, free throws. Free throw up from Parikh is good. 2 points now for Aroshi Parikh. Second one is up and good. Parikh looking to go 3 for 3. Free throw up and no good. Rebounded by Warfield. Warfield will push it up. She's got Lozanila, but Lozanila does not want it. Decker spots up for 3. No good. Tipped around. We'll see it'll be a foul on Camp Verde. And now Glendale Prep down 17, 37-20. 4 minutes, 36 seconds left here in the third. Is a perfect time right now for Coach DiPietro's team to significantly cut into this deficit and then look to turn it on in the fourth quarter and try to get the victory. Parikh fakes the 3, kicks it out. Wiest thinking 3. Tipped and out of bounds. Great defense, closeout defense by Tana Decker to close out on that pass. It'll be inbounded. Winkleblack back to Wiest. Wiest, right-hand floater. No good. Rebounded. Finley, almost stolen, but it'll remain in the possession of Tana Decker. Decker on the drive. Floater again. No good. Winkleblack up to Air. Air swings it cross court to Schmidt. Schmidt back up top. Three-pointer. Wiest off the, oh, it's Winkleblack off the glass and in. 23-37 our score. On to Veros, looking to answer, no good. Air will push it up. Wiest got a wide open 3 from the corner, looking for another one, no good. Tipped around and rebounded by Finley. Decker trying to slow it down. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the third. Decker looking inside to Finley. Tipped, almost stolen. Finley's going to hang on to it and get it off the glass for another 2. Schmidt, is going to spot up and not make that one. Lozanila will recover. Lozanila. 39-23 is our score. Lozanila, dribble move, Euro step, no good. Not a bad look from Amanda Lozanila. Weist, going to draw the foul, won't get it. Hedges will get the rebound. Decker will push it up. She'll hand it off. Lozanila's got a long 3 and knocks it down. Lozanila knocks down the 3. 42-23 our score. 2 minutes, 24 seconds left here in the third. Schmidt. And we're going to call travel. Lozanila was hoping for the charge, but instead it'll be a travel. Peterson will come in. Lozanila will get an opportunity to sit on the bench, get some rest, as Decker will push it up. So Peterson, Finley. Looks like Hedges is also in. So Peterson, Hedges, Finley, as there's a foul on the floor. Decker and Ontiveros on the floor for Camp Verde. We'll get some subs here for Glendale Prep. As Parikh will check out. And Abby Smith will come back in. So Smith, Weist, Ayer, Winklebleck, and Schmidt on the floor for Glendale Prep. 2 minutes left here in the third. Schmidt thinking 3. Hands it off, and it'll go out of bounds. Costly turnovers here for Glendale Prep. They're putting together a little bit of a run to begin the third quarter and then have kind of slowed down here. It was 35-14 to start the second half. Now it's 42-23. Peterson, looking inside to Finley. It is stolen. Weist running to the point. Looking inside. Winklebleck almost loses it. Swings it around. Weist is thinking another 3. And no good. Ontiveros will look to get something going. Decker, long 3. Yes! Tana Decker having herself quite a game, knocking down a 3. And we've got a timeout on Glendale Prep. 45-23 is our score. Minute and 7 seconds left here in the third. Don't go anywhere.
If you're looking for a plumber, look no farther than D-Best Plumbing. Call them at 567-8755. Owner and founder Danny Petty has 18 years of plumbing experience in the Verde Valley. D-Best Plumbing prides themselves with providing quality workmanship and efficiency, which means honest and fair pricing for their customers. D-Best Plumbing, where a job done right is a job done once.
.23 is our score here in the third quarter. Timeout on the side of Glendale Prep. Philip Catafamo, happy to have you along with me for some 2A Central Region basketball. Want to thank our sponsors once again, Rice Accounting, Larry Green Chevrolet, Galpin Auto and RV, Suzy Q Market, Hyundai of Cottonwood, and D-Best Plumbing. Glendale Prep will inbound. We've got just under a minute here in the third. Ayer will start things off for Glendale Prep. Ayer gets a screen from Schmidt. Bounce pass. Smith, no good. Camp Verde now with a Decker. We're going to tack on a couple more points before we head into the fourth. Peterson looking inside, swings it around. Ontiveros. Finley in the corner. Is Finley going to spot it for 3? Yes, she is! J.C. Finley. Wow! Knocks down the 3. Smith swings it around. Parikh is in the corner looking to respond. No good. Rebounded by Finley. Decker. Finley again spotting up in that corner. This time closeout defense by Schmidt. She'll find a wide open Peterson. Peterson will spot up for two. No good and rebounded. Air will push it up. She's got Parikh again. Parikh fakes the three, drive it in. Kicks it back out, stolen by Decker. She'll hawk up the half-court shot. If it had gone in, it wouldn't have counted anyway. 48-23 to end the third quarter. We've got one more. Don't go anywhere. Right here on Verde Valley TV for fourth quarter basketball.
When you buy a vehicle at Hyundai of Cottonwood, you'll enjoy thousands of miles. With America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000 miles, driving a Hyundai will give you peace of mind. Yes, there's something for everyone at Hyundai of Cottonwood on Rodeo Drive, above Larry Green Chevrolet and next to Walmart. Hyundai of Cottonwood. New thinking, new possibilities. A formula for happy drivers.
Coach Showers talking with his team as we begin the fourth quarter. We've got a fresh 8 minutes on the clock. Game one of our doubleheader, as the boys basketball game will take place right after that. We hope you join us for that one. 48-23 is our score, as again, we begin the fourth quarter. Weiss will inbound for Glendale Prep. A 25-point deficit for the Griffins. They started off the third quarter pretty hot. We'll see if they can start off the fourth quarter that way. Air gets a screen, bounce pass inside, Weiss gets it over to Parikh, back out, Schmidt swings it around, Winkleblack gonna spot up for three, no good. Rebounded by Hedges. Tana Decker now with it. Decker thinking inside, swings it back out, Hedges in the corner. Hedges will drive in, looking inside, Peterson, beautiful pass! Hedges to Peterson. Anna Peterson's first two, and a beautiful assist from Maya Hedges. Weiss kicks it out. Parikh for three. Yes! Hiroshi Parikh knocking down a three. 50 now, 26 our score. Finley, she knocked one down earlier. Can she do it again? My, oh my. J.C. Finley, inside out basketball, knocks down her second three of the night. That one is almost stolen by Peterson. Winkleblack able to recover it. Schmidt kicks it out. Parikh, she wants another three herself, and she'll get it. Hiroshi Parikh with a nice three. 53-29 our score. Decker gets it over to Hedges. Hedges on the drive, looking inside to Peterson. That connection worked earlier. They'll kick it back out to Decker. Decker, and that one is stolen. Pass intended for Peterson. Decker's going to steal it right back and draw the foul. Great defense from Tana Decker. 2 threes from J.C. Finley, showing off the long range in the corner. The free throw is up and good. So Tana Decker is having herself a phenomenal night tonight. 14 points so far for Tana Decker. Looking for her 15th. And she won't get it. Rebounded by Schmidt. Schmidt gets it over to Winkleblack, who will push it up to Air. She's got Parikh and number 23, Rose Klaus. Klaus, top of the key for three. Ooh, no good. Rebounded by Ontiveros. Ontiveros over to Decker. Decker fakes the three, swings it around. Hedges is wide open. She won't take the shot. She was looking inside, but loses it on the intended pass to Peterson inside. 54-29 our score with 5 minutes, 57 seconds left. Game one of our doubleheader. The battle of the undefeateds right after this one. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the fourth. Get a screen. Air. Looking inside. Winkleblack. trying to force up the shot. Finley blocks it. Decker. She'll push it up. Beautiful little dribble move behind the back. Decker looking for Hedges. She was trying the no-look pass, got a little fancy, and it went out of bounds. Warfield will come back in. Tana Decker, though, having a great night. 15 points so far for the senior. Rocking 24. Schmidt spots up for two, and no good on that time, on that shot. Almost stolen. Spots it back up. Air is going to try a three, and no good. Winkleblack with a second chance. Swings it around. Parik's got an open three in the corner, and knocks it down. Aroshi Parik, another three. Decker's calling for help. Someone's got to come up. Warfield's able to get it. Finley hanging out in the corner. They'll swing it around to her. She'll kick it over to Hedges, who almost loses it, but back over to Decker. Decker on the drive. Floater, right hand, no good. Warfield's second chance, off the glass and in. Shelly Warfield having a good night. Looking inside, Wiest. Intended pass, back out. Parik's going to spot up for a short two, no good. Rebounded by Peterson. Warfield. Hits it up to Decker. 4 minutes and 19 seconds left here in the fourth. Hedges inside, Warfield. She's got Finley wide open. Hedges on the drive, inside. Unable to get it, and I think it'll be a push. It'll be a push on Warfield, of course not intentional. Lozanila will check in. Decker will get some rest, some well-needed rest. Tana Decker's having a great night so far. Four minutes to go here in the fourth. Schmidt, or excuse me, that is not Schmidt, that is Fredrickson. And she'll be called for the charge. Fredrickson, Parik, Wiest, Winkleblack, and Air on the floor for the Griffins. Hedges in the corner. They'll swing it around, Lozanila. And lost by Peterson, will go out of bounds. So Peterson was thinking pass. They're trying to get it over to Finley, and unfortunately, her hands unable to grab the ball. So it'll be a turnover. 56-32 here. Air on the drive. Bounce pass. Wiest, corner three. No good. Rebounded. Parik fighting for it, but Warfield's going to come up with it. 2-on-2. Warfield on the drive. Off the glass and in. Shelly Warfield, her 10th point of the night. And we will get a timeout for Glendale Prep. We've got 3 minutes and 17 seconds left here. 58-32 is our score here in the fourth. Don't go anywhere.
When you buy a vehicle at Hyundai of Cottonwood, you'll enjoy thousands of miles. With America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000 miles, driving a Hyundai will give you peace of mind. Yes, there's something for everyone at Hyundai of Cottonwood on Rodeo Drive, above Larry Green Chevrolet and next to Walmart. Hyundai of Cottonwood. New thinking, new possibilities. A formula for happy drivers.
.38-32. Want to welcome you back inside the gymnasium for the final 3 minutes of the fourth quarter of the girls basketball game. Game one of our doubleheader. We'll have the boys basketball game right after this. Camp Verde currently leading Glendale Prep 58-32. Going to be a spot up three and blocked by Lozanila. Fredrickson with it. Kicks it back out. Klaus for three. Yes! Rose Klaus's first points of the night is a three-pointer. 35-58 our score. Lozanila swings it around. Finley, she knocked down two. Should she get three? Ooh, lucky number three not in the book for that one. Finley, not a bad look. She'll get another opportunity at it. No, but she won't take it. Good closeout defense as that one's fought from Shelly Warfield. Had to fight her way in for that foul. So Camp Verde will now shift their focus to Flagstaff. They'll be at home on February 4th, taking on the Flagstaff Eagles. Warfield's free throw is up and good. So barring a miraculous comeback, Camp Verde will remain undefeated as the starters slowly trickle out of the lineup here. Second free throw from Warfield is good. So the Cowboys will take on the Eagles, and no, not in the NFL, high school, Camp Verde and Flagstaff. Klaus is thinking another three. Smith with it. Back to Klaus. Klaus passes it over to the other Smith. Warfield all alone for the layup, off the glass and in. Shelly Warfield quietly having herself a great night. 62-35 for the side of Glendale Prep. Well, they will be also at home, and they'll take on a familiar opponent in Sedona Red Rock on February 1st. So tomorrow should be a good game. They will be at home, I believe. Yes, they will. Top of the key now. Got some fresh faces for Camp Verde. Warfield almost loses it, but is recovered. Ortega gets it back to Warfield. Warfield kicks it out. Three-pointer, Fitzgerald. No good. Not a bad look at all. Smith fighting for it down low with Deja Thompson. And it will be Glendale Prep ball with 1:31 left. Of course, after this, we will get you all caught up on this game and send you into the second one. Battle of the undefeateds. The Camp Verde boys and the Glendale Prep boys. It's another three, this time no good from Fitzgerald. Wiest will push it up. Guarded tightly by Thompson. And stolen. Deja Thompson with the quick hands. Steals the ball, hands it off. Layup will draw the foul. That is Addie Herrera Caballero. So Caballero will go to the line to shoot her first free throws of the night. First one is good. Second one, also good. 2 points for Herrera Caballero. And we'll have another timeout. We got a minute left here in the fourth. When we come back, we'll get you the rest of this basketball game. Don't go anywhere. 64-35 our score.
If you want freedom and adventure, stop into one of Galpin Auto and RV's convenient locations. With a large inventory of both new and pre-owned autos and RVs, they have something for most every budget. You'll find a relaxed, no-hassle way of doing business in both Dewey and Cottonwood. Their knowledgeable staff will have you on your way to your next vacation in no time. Galpin Auto and RV in Dewey and Cottonwood, a name you can trust for over 30 years.
Left here in this basketball game, 64-35. Want to welcome you back here to Camp Verde High School inside the gymnasium for some 2A Central Region basketball. Wiest gets it over to Klaus. Klaus is going to spot it for another three and gets blocked, but it'll go out of bounds. Pass will be inbounded. Klaus going to spot up for three. No good. Tipped around. Smith looking for the rebound. And it'll be recovered by Ortega and handed off to Caballero. Herrera Caballero looking inside, and it'll go out of bounds. Pass intended for Deja Thompson. It'll be a turnover for the Cowboys. 41 seconds left here in the fourth. Another solid victory for Camp Verde. They continue their winning streak. Like I said at the beginning of this broadcast, have not lost a game since December 13th. And they continue that streak. Klaus. That ball is lost. Herrera Caballero will pick it up, looking for 2 more points off the glass and in. 4 points for Addie Herrera Caballero. 17 seconds left here. This should be the final possession of the game. Smith's going to spot up for 2. No good. It'll be rebounded. Camp Verde will look to burn the rest of the clock and walk away with another victory. The Cowboys able to take down the Griffins 66-35. A great victory for Coach Showers and the Camp Verde Cowboys. We'll get you point totals. We'll get you ready for next week. When we come back, the Cowboys able to get the victory. We'll get ready for our second game of the doubleheader, the Battle of the Undefeateds, the 1 and 2 in the 2A Central Region. Don't go anywhere.
If you want freedom and adventure, stop into one of Galpin Auto and RV's convenient locations. With a large inventory of both new and pre-owned autos and RVs, they have something for most every budget. You'll find a relaxed, no-hassle way of doing business in both Dewey and Cottonwood. Their knowledgeable staff will have you on your way to your next vacation in no time. Galpin Auto and RV in Dewey and Cottonwood, a name you can trust for over 30 years.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go for others.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
I want to welcome you back here inside the weight room on top of the basketball court here at Camp Verde High School. A solid victory for the Camp Verde Cowboys girls basketball team. They continue their undefeated streak in the region and continue their reign at the top of the region, getting another victory. A solid performance from J.C. Finley, 16 points. I didn't know she could shoot the three. She knocked down 2 of them. Right in the corner. It was a great shot. She had 16 points on the night. Tana Decker had 14. Shelly Warfield had a really great game, 14 points as well. 6 points for Lauren Ontiveros, 7 points for Amanda Lozanila, 2 for Anna Peterson, and 4 for Maya Hedges and Addie Herrera Caballero. A solid victory for Coach Showers on the side of Glendale Prep. 10 points for Madison Winkleblack, 12 for Aroshi Parikh. She led the team in points with 12. 8 points for Rachel Schmidt. She also had a really solid night, had a tough battle against J.C. Finley, but did a great job of giving her team second chance opportunities. And 3 points from Rose Klaus, a solid three-pointer from Rose Klaus late in the game. But a big victory for Camp Verde as they knock down another region opponent. And, well, it's only up from here. Our next game on the docket is the boys basketball game, the Battle of the Undefeateds. Glendale Prep 8-0, Camp Verde 7-0. Only one team can remain undefeated. I got an opportunity to talk with Coach Dan Wall of the boys basketball team here at Camp Verde. Let's take a look. The inside is a weight room. Right behind us is the JV basketball game going on. But, Coach, you got a tough competition against Glendale Prep. What are you expecting from the Griffins tonight?
Well, we expect them to play very fast. They've done that all season long, and they've had a great season. I mean, they've knocked off some tough teams and really competed hard, night in and night out. They shoot the ball well, they pressure well, they defend well. So it's a tall order for us, but we're sure looking forward to the challenge.
You and the Griffins are the only 2 undefeated teams currently in the 2A Central region. And how do you keep your team focused? 7-0. It's a tough task to keep something like that going. How do you keep you guys focused?
Yeah, I mean, we just continue to talk to them about the process, and we set some goals for ourselves at the start of the season, and we have to continue to go back to those goals every day in practice and really remind ourselves, okay, what's the end game supposed to be here, and then how does it look every day to reach that spot.
Jason Collier has been a spark plug in this lineup since he came up his sophomore season. He's led this team in points every year. How important is it to get him going early?
Yeah, I mean, Jason, he's a special player, and the fun thing about Jason, he's a special kid too. I mean, he just has spent so much time honing his craft and becoming a better player, so it's always fun to see a kid like that do well. I think as far as he goes, it's really about him allowing the game to come to him. And so as we run through a lot of our stuff, you know, I think he'll just start getting comfortable on the floor and just playing the way he knows how to play.
You're back home tonight. How big is that home court advantage for you?
Yeah, I mean, we love playing at home. You know, this is a great spot to be. The gym's fun. Our crowd's great. People love coming out and supporting the boys and the girls teams. So it should be a lot of fun tonight.
Well, Coach Wall, thank you for joining me, and good luck tonight.
You got it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go for others.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
When you buy a vehicle at Hyundai of Cottonwood, you'll enjoy thousands of miles. With America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000 miles, driving a Hyundai will give you peace of mind. Yes, there's something for everyone at Hyundai of Cottonwood on Rodeo Drive, above Larry Green Chevrolet and next to Walmart. Hyundai of Cottonwood. New thinking, new possibilities. A formula for happy drivers.
If you're looking for a plumber, look no farther than D-Best Plumbing. Call them at 567-8755. Owner and founder Danny Petty has 18 years of plumbing experience in the Verde Valley. D-Best Plumbing prides themselves with providing quality workmanship and efficiency, which means honest and fair pricing for their customers. D-Best Plumbing, where a job done right is a job done once.
Want to welcome you back inside the gymnasium here at Camp Verde High School. Philip Catafamo, happy to have you along with me. It is the battle of the undefeateds. The Camp Verde Cowboys currently sitting at the top of the 2A region, Central Region Division at 7-0. Right behind them, Glendale Prep High School at 8-0. Want to thank Coach Dan Wall for coming on and giving me some insight before the start of this game. His team currently, like I said, 7-0 in region. I apologize if I'm a little winded. I had to run up here, and there's stairs. 19-3 overall, 7-0 in region so far for Camp Verde. This team, much like the girls basketball team, has not lost since December. They haven't lost since December 14th when they took a 10-point deficit, or excuse me, a 10-point loss, 49-39 versus Hallbrook. Jason Collier continues to lead this team in points since he's come up as a sophomore. Obviously, we talked to Coach Dan Wall about him. The guy has been a spark plug in this lineup. He is a special player. 15 points as a sophomore, and it just kept going up from there. 28 points so far in the game, 28 points a game for Jason Collier. He is the glue that puts together this lineup, and he's one of the many reasons why this team is doing so well this season. 12-game winning streak for this team as well. Like I said, currently sitting at the top of this division. Right behind them, the Glendale Prep Griffins. They want to knock down the Camp Verde Cowboys, get a little revenge for the girls basketball game. A solid victory for the Camp Verde Cowboys girls basketball team and Coach Mark Showers. And well, now it's the boys' turn. We've got an opportunity, like I said, to talk with Coach Wall. This team going to have to handle the pressure of Glendale Prep. Much like the girls basketball team, they like to put on a lot of pressure defensively. It's going to have to be all hands on deck for the Camp Verde Cowboys. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Glendale Prep and what they have to do to knock down the number one team. Don't go anywhere. Right here on Verde Valley TV.
two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Want to welcome you back inside the gymnasium here as we get ready for the boys basketball game. Game 2 of our doubleheader is a solid victory for the Camp Verde girls basketball team. Now the boys looking to repeat as well and remain at the top of the division. Both of these teams, the boys and girls basketball team of Camp Verde, are undefeated, and so far the girls team remains undefeated. Well, we'll see what will happen with the boys basketball team as they take on the Glendale Prep Griffins. Philip Catafamo, happy to have you along with me here on a Friday night for 2A Central basketball. And those Glendale Prep Griffins, Coach Steve Silvernail, currently coming into this game 15-5 overall, 8-0. The battle of the undefeateds, 8-0, sitting currently at number 2, right behind these Cowboys. They have not also lost a game since December. I don't know what it is about December, but all three of these teams, the girls basketball team and the boys basketball team for Camp Verde and the boys basketball team for Glendale Prep, have some trouble in December apparently, but January 2020 brought in a new year and a whole lot of victories for both teams. They are a high-scoring team. Just recently, they dropped 109 points against Valley Lutheran. They are high-scoring. They are a solid offensive and defensive team. They passed 7 games and the past 7 games, they have held their opponents to under 60 points. So expect a lot of defense, a lot of offense, and a high-scoring contest. Again, Glendale Prep, they held their opponents under 60 points. Both teams love to score a lot of points. Both teams love their offensive and defensive pressure, and it should be a really, really good game. Like I said, I got an opportunity to talk with Coach Dan Walls. We lean into our keys to the game here for Camp Verde, and he said, this team, like I said, defensive pressure for Glendale Prep. They know that they're going to have to get up and down the floor. They're going to have to work as hard as possible to try to get a victory tonight and remain at the top of their division. Glendale Prep is hungry. They're undefeated as well. They're also a really, really good basketball team. They want to be the team that hands Camp Verde their first L of the season. They want to be the team that says, yeah, we beat the undefeated team, we remained undefeated, and we won the region. But for right now, Camp Verde currently holds the number 1 spot, and right behind them, nipping very closely at their heels, are these Griffins. Keys to the game so far for Camp Verde, well, pressure early and often. This is a high-scoring team. You have to apply pressure early. Defense turns into offense. I talked about it with Coach Shower's team. I'll talk about it with Coach Wall's team. If you can have a strong defense, that defense will give you more opportunities on offense, and you got to start out strong. Next, you got to get Jason Collier going. Jason Collier is your best scorer. If you can get him hot, you can start to draw in the defense and utilize your other players out on the wings. This team is not just Jason Collier, but we know that Jason Collier has to be in the game plan for Coach Silvernail, and he's going to really have to pay attention to him and really try to limit as many points as he can get. And finally, you got to score quickly for Camp Verde. You have to score quickly, early, and often. If Jason Collier is cold, you got to turn it to the next hot hand and just continue the defensive pressure and try to get more points to knock down these Griffins. On the side of Glendale Prep, I'll say the opposite. Slow down Jason Collier. Force him to pass. Draw him in on the double team. Close out on shooters. Don't be afraid to add man-on-man pressure. Put your best defender on Jason Collier. Get ready for some help defense and try to shut him down early and often. Also, same thing. Pressure on the side of Glendale Prep against Camp Verde. You have to keep the pressure on against Jason Collier and this squad because they will score points and then they will continue to score points and you will have a hard time beating them if you can't slow down them offensively. So defensive pressure has to be the number one game plan for Coach Silvernail in slowing down Jason Collier and the rest of the Cowboys. And finally, I'm going to say it. I said it for Camp Verde. I'll say it again. Score quickly and score often. Shut them down on defense, knock down a couple threes, get a bunch of buckets, and try to slow down Jason Collier. It's the battle of the undefeateds, the 1 and 2, 7-0 versus 8-0. In the words of the movie Highlander, there can only be one. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we should be ready for tip-off right here on Verde Valley TV.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
When you buy a vehicle at Hyundai of Cottonwood, you'll enjoy thousands of miles. With America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000 miles, driving a Hyundai will give you peace of mind. Yes, there's something for everyone at Hyundai of Cottonwood on Rodeo Drive, above Larry Green Chevrolet and next to Walmart. Hyundai of Cottonwood. New thinking, new possibilities. A formula for happy drivers.
If you're looking for a plumber, look no farther than D-Best Plumbing. Call them at 567-8755. Owner and founder Danny Petty has 18 years of plumbing experience in the Verde Valley. D-Best Plumbing prides themselves with providing quality workmanship and efficiency, which means honest and fair pricing for their customers. D-Best Plumbing, where a job done right is a job done once.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
It is the battle of the undefeateds, the two undefeated teams right here in the 2A region. In the words of Highlander, there can be only one who remains undefeated. Camp Verde and Glendale Prep. As we get ready for the tip-off here, Philip Catafamo, happy to have you along with me. Coke Bast and number 24 for Glendale Prep. Gavin Akins, we are underway. Glendale Prep will start with it. Kraus will get it over to Hawkins. Hawkins, back up top. Swings it around, Kraus. Swings it around, back to Hawkins. Hawkins, first three of the night is good. Matthew Hawkins getting things going for Glendale Prep. Full court press on. Rayburn trying to get away from the defensive pressure of Hawkins. Of course, we'll get you the starting lineups in just a little bit. Rayburn, tough shot, no good. Tipped around and rebounded. Akins gets it over to Kraus. Back out. Akins swings it up top. McBee over to Anderson. They'll swing it back over to Hawkins. Hawkins looking inside, gets it over to Anderson, back over to Kraus. Kraus back to Hawkins. Hawkins thinking of the three, fakes the shot, drives in. He's got an open lane and a two-pointer. 5-0. Camp Verde will inbound. Salasaria, a lot of defensive pressure. On the drive, contact, and it'll be a charge. Hawkins is fired up. Jordan Littlefield gets the charge against him, full court press. Looking for the inbound. Hawkins push, no call. Anderson gets it over to Kraus. Kraus trying to get away from Collier, swings it around. Hawkins, thought three, fakes it. Looking inside, back up top. Three-pointer from McBee is good. Timeout, Camp Verde. 8-0 our score to start the first. We'll be right back.
If you want freedom and adventure, stop into one of Galpin Auto and RV's convenient locations. With a large inventory of both new and pre-owned autos and RVs, they have something for most every budget. You'll find a relaxed, no-hassle way of doing business in both Dewey and Cottonwood. Their knowledgeable staff will have you on your way to your next vacation in no time. Galpin Auto and RV in Dewey and Cottonwood, a name you can trust for over 30 years.
A quick start for the Griffins as Collier gets the inbound. Collier on the drive looking for his first 2 points. A lot of contact, no call. Hawkins pushing it up. Gets it out. McBee thinking another three. Yes! 2 for Kyle McBee. Zaria. Hits it up to Castro. Castro. Back to Zaria. Salas Zaria on the drive. Spots up for 2. Looking for the first 2 points. No good. Coke Bast trying to grab the board. But Kraus will take it up. Kraus. We're going to keep this hot start going. Kicks it out. Three-pointer. Anderson. Bang! Ryan Anderson for 3. 14-0. Castro spots up for 2. No good. Hawkins fighting for the board. He'll get it. Hawkins runs into a little pressure. Able to get it up to Atkins. Atkins back to Hawkins. Hawkins, corner. Kraus on the drive. Tough shot, no good. Coke Bast with the rebound. Bast fighting his way around the tight defense from number 20, Johnny Kraus. Get a substitution on the side of Camp Verde. Justin Ritzenthaler will come in. Coke Bast will go get take a breath. 14-0 our score. A hot start for Glendale Prep. They'll inbound it straight out of bounds. Glendale Prep will take over. Hawkins will inbound. Hawkins, Kraus, Anderson, Akins, excuse me. He'll get it into Akins. Stolen. Opportunity here. Rayburn on the drive, draws the contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. So Mason Rayburn looking to add 2 points and get things going for Camp Verde. A slow start for the Cowboys as they look to remain undefeated. Rayburn's first free throws of the night. First one is in. Rayburn will get the Cowboys on the board. Second one is up and good. Mason Rayburn, 2 points. 2 points for the Cowboys. They'll inbound. Kraus will push it up past half court. Both players running right into each other. Collier was down but gets back up. Akins back up top to Kraus. Gets a screen from Anderson. Kraus spots up for 3. No good. Anderson punches it in the air. It'll go out of bounds. Camp Verde will take over. 2-14. 4 minutes, 53 seconds left here in the first. Castro will inbound. He'll get it to Collier. Got to get Collier going. Collier on the drive. Looking for the foul. Able to get the tough shot. Didn't matter. 10-point deficit now. Kraus into a little bit of trouble. Gets it to Anderson. Anderson gets it back to Kraus. Kraus running the point, guarded tightly by Collier. Passes it over to McBee. McBee looking inside. Hawkins. And it looks like we're going to have a push on the floor. Castro will draw the foul. Or excuse me, Hawkins will draw the foul. Castro the one who committed the foul. 4 minutes 33 here in the first. 14-4 our score. Hawkins will inbound. Hawkins looking inside to Anderson. He'll go up top to Akins. Almost loses it. Tipped and recovered. And it's stolen. Carlos Soria. Soria inside. Layup off the glass and in. Number 34, Ritzenthaler. Justin Ritzenthaler on the pass from Chino Salasoria. McBee back up top. Anderson swings it around to Hawkins. Hawkins not afraid to shoot and can't get that one. Rebounded by Collier. Collier pushing it up. Rayburn. Bounce pass inside. Ritzenthaler back to Rayburn. Rayburn with the 2. Yes! Mason Rayburn's 4th point of the night. Hawkins met with a lot of pressure. Anderson swings it around. Kraus not going to take the open 3. Almost stolen. Back up to Anderson. Anderson swings around. Akins. Akins on the drive. Right hand layup is up and good. 16-8 our score. Rayburn guarded tightly by Hawkins. Hands it off to Castro. Little bump, no call. Bounce pass, Collier. Little miscommunication, but Collier is able to hang on to it. Collier on the drive. Right hand off the glass, and the foul. The hoop and the harm. Collier will go to the line for the and 1. Whole new squad for Glendale Prep. Couple subs on the side of Camp Verde. Devin James will come in, and Coke Bass will check in. We've got Chris Caron, Christopher Nally, Alex Edmondson, and number 2, that is Sam Terpstra, as that one goes in. So the N1 good for Collier. It'll be inbound and almost stolen by Collier, but they get the inbound. Caron stolen. Collier 3-on-1. Bounce pass. Soria left hand layup. No good. Fast break now for Glendale Prep. Bounce pass inside. Back out for 3. On the drive. Tough shot. No good. Tipped around. Rebounded. Out of bounds. Glendale Prep will hang on to it. Christopher Nally with it down low. Trying to draw the foul on the layup, but did not get the call. Looking for the inbound. They'll get it in. Almost stolen. Barely gets it off. Nally inside, wide open. Chris Caron. No question he's hitting that one. 18-11. They'll inbound. Collier almost loses it. Able to get that pass off somehow. Back to Collier. Collier, corner 3. Yes! Jason Collier knocks down the three. Christopher Nally guarded tightly by Koch. Bast. Nally looking inside. They'll swing it to him. Almost lost. Layup, left hand, no good. Zaria on the rebound. He'll push it up. Zaria, lane inside. It'll go out of bounds. Looks like it will be a foul on the floor. Nope. He went up for the shot. They'll give him 2. 4-point deficit. Camp Verde mounting a comeback. Started out very slow, but starting to turn it on here. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the first. Chino Salas Zaria's first free throw is good. Castro will come in, and Mason Rayburn will check out. Second free throw from Zaria is up, and also good. We got another substitution for Camp Verde. As Devin James checks out, coming in is, let me see, number 5, that is Jordan Littlefield. So Littlefield will check back in after getting some rest. Hawkins will also check back in. Hawkins pushing it up. Double team coming. Hawkins able to hang on to it. Looking for somebody. Looking inside, Hawkins wants it. Now he's not going to give it to him. They'll kick it out. Corner 3. Yes! Three-pointer is good. Stolen. Hawkins now with an opportunity inside. Too light. Second chance. Fights for it and will go to the line for 2. Nick Nally on the corner 3. And then the steal by Kyle McBee looking inside to Hawkins. I lost where some of these numbers are, but I have figured it out as Hawkins' free throw is no good. I said it in the pregame. This was going to be a back-and-forth battle from these two teams. 16-21, free throw is up. That one will go in for Hawkins. Bounce pass into Zaria. Salas Zaria looking to get past Kyle McBee, looking inside. Bast able to recover it off the glass too hard. Fights for it, gets his own rebound. Up to Castro. Castro kicks it out. Zaria, corner 3. Yes! Carlos Zaria. Salas Zaria. Sorry, knocking down the 3. That is going to be an offensive foul. Camp Verde will take over. They will inbound it to Collier. Collier trying to get past Nally. And we got a defensive foul. And I got to say, Coach Wall started this game with his Camp Verde jacket on. He has taken it off, and you know it's serious when Coach is wearing the sweater vest. He's got that's a full sweater. Looking sharp. He is in serious coach mode now. 22-19. Great guy, Coach Wall. Want to thank him once again for coming on. Also, Coach Mark Showers for coming on the pregame show. Camp Verde always very courteous to us. We appreciate that. As Collier almost loses it, it is stolen. Akins will push it up and drive off the glass. Layup is easy and in. 4 points for Gavin Akins. And we've got a foul. It'll be a foul on McBee. Kyle McBee. Collier will get a rest, and we'll have a substitution. Ritson Thaler will check back in, as well as Devin James. Salas Zaria goes to the line, as the Cowboys are in the bonus, so that one is good. They'll go to the line for one more. Camp Verde looking to cut this deficit to 3. 45 seconds left here in the first. Free throw is up. Also good. Chino Salas Zaria. Hawkins. We're going to get it past midcourt. he will do just that. Hawkins kicks it out. On the drive, right hand layup is in. Johnny Kraus with 2. Castro pushing it past the defense. Castro guarded tightly by Akins. Castro kicks it out. James, corner. Littlefield spots up for 2. Almost tipped, looking for the rebound. Glendale Prep's got it. Hawkins looking up court. He will complete the pass. Blocked away, and that'll end the first. There's no other way we could have ended the first than with a solid block from Justin Ritzenfehler on the layup attempt by Glendale Prep. I told you we're in for a good one. 21-26 as we begin the second. Don't go anywhere.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Brothers!
26-21 our score. The Cowboys currently down to the Griffins by 5 points as we begin the second half. Well, the battle of the undefeateds so far is living up to the hype. A solid start for the Griffins, and then Camp Verde slowly creeping back, knocking down a couple clutch threes, and they find themselves right back in this game. Collier has checked back in. James will inbound it to Zaria. Zaria looking to get it past half court. Almost gets that pass stolen. They'll swing it around to Rayburn. Rayburn on the drive. Spots up for 2. Right hand floater is in. Jason Rayburn, 6 points tonight. Hawkins. Zaria draws the charge. Salas Zaria. 23-26. Collier will get the inbound, almost stolen. Collier, he's got a man wide open in the corner. He'll spot up for 2 instead and knock it down. Timeout, Glendale Prep. 25-26. We are in for a good one. Don't go anywhere.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
26 is our score. Glendale Prep still on top of Camp Verde. Kicking it out. Ryan Anderson for 3. Ooh, no good. Kraus fighting for it, able to get it, but he looks like he may have stepped out. Great hustle by Johnny Kraus, number 30, or excuse me, Kyle McBee, number 30. Kraus is 20. Great hustle regardless. 25-26 our score. That ball will be inbounded. Collier calling for it, and they will get it into him. Collier pushing it up. He's got a man wide open in the corner, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be off Camp Verde. He had Rayburn open in the corner. Glendale Prep will inbound it. Kraus gets a screen from Anderson. Pushed it up. Akins. Akins gets it inside. Layup is in. Johnny Kraus. Zaria will push it up. Zaria corner, Rayburn for three. Bang! Mason Rayburn ties the game up. Almost stolen. Akins wants his three back. Ooh, no good. Tipped and recovered. McBee trying to get something going. Hawkins has got it. Hawkins, he'll spot up for three. No good. Ryan tips it around. Anderson tips it around. Kraus, he's got an open look. He'll spot up for three. No good. Tipped around again. This time Camp Verde's got it. Zaria gets it up. Collier for two and the lead. Jason Collier gets the layup and puts Camp Verde up. Their first lead of the night. Kraus almost stolen. Akins will recover it. Akins spots up for two. No good. Camp Verde gets the rebound. Collier pushing it up. Jason Collier, spin move, right hand layup, off the glass! A circus shot. Jason Collier again. 32-28. Defensive pressure coming. Hawkins has got it. And we'll get a foul. So it'll be a foul on Collier. We'll get some subs in. Castro and Bast will check in. Wow. 32-28, 5 minutes 45 left here in the first half. McBee over to Akins. Back up top to Kraus. Kraus will run the offense. Guarded tightly by James. James over to Kraus. McBee inside. Hawkins. Right hand, no good, but we'll draw the foul. So Hawkins will go to the line again, looking to make this deficit a 2-point game, or at the very least a 3-point game. He throws up, and no good. See over there in the corner of your screen, you've got Shelly Warfield of the women's basketball team. That second free throw is in. Pass will be inbounded to Collier. Collier almost loses it, able to recover. Collier, he's got Castro open. Castro for three. No good. Aiken will push it up. Aiken guarded tightly by Collier. Aiken kicks it out. Anderson looking for somebody. You get it back to Aiken. Aiken on the drive. Spin move, right hand off the glass, no good. May have been a travel, but the bucket didn't count anyway. Collier spots up, right hand floater. No good. Tipped around. We're going to defense. I think we're getting an offensive foul. Should be on Camp Verde, and yes, it will be. So Anderson will inbound. Anderson will inbound the ball. 32-29 with 5 minutes left here in the second. Hawkins will push it up. Hawkins over to Akins. Akins. He's got Kraus. He'll get it to him. Back to Aiken. Back over to Kraus. Johnny Kraus guarded tightly by Jason Collier. Kicking it back out to Hawkins. 32-29. Hawkins back out. Akins for three. No good. Rayburn with the rebound. Rayburn dishes it over to Collier. Collier pushes it up. James. Devin James on the drive inside. Stolen by Hawkins. Stolen back by Camp Verde. Castro gets it back up to Rayburn, and they will reset. Just under 4 minutes here in the second quarter. Collier does get the foul that time. Looks like Jordan Littlefield will check in, and Christopher Nally will check in for Glendale Prep. Looks like we may get a couple substitutions there. It looks like Salas Zaria down there talking with Coach Wall. A free throw from Collier is good. Jordan Littlefield and Justin Ritzenthal and Chino Salas Zaria checking in for Camp Verde. That second free throw is up and good for Jason Collier. Going to be inbounded to Hawkins. 4 minutes here in the second. 34-29. Hawkins pushing it up, looking to get his team back in this one. Get over to Akins. Akins back up top. Kraus on the drive and Looks like it may be a foul on the floor. Yes, it will be. Not entirely sure who that foul is on. That foul may have been on Chino Salazaria. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Christopher Nally. So Nally will go to the line for the first time for the 1-and-1. Both teams in the bonus. Free throw is up and good. So Nally will get an opportunity at another free throw. Look to cut this deficit to 1. 34-32. Here's some of the fans. I'm going to apologize in advance. Second free throw is no good, and yeah, it'll be Camp Verde ball. Yeah. Rayburn will inbound the ball. Usually on a bonus shot, you get a 1-and-1. So if you make it, I believe the rule, you go again. So Castro will inbound the ball, and Littlefield will check out. So 32. Castro will inbound the ball. Get it into Salazaria, who will dish it over to Castro. Castro will push it up. Castro on the drive, inside. Ritzenthaler spots up for 2 and knocks it down. Justin Ritzenthaler. Hawkins will kick it back out. Nally for 3. Bounces around the rim and is rebounded by Salazaria, who runs into 2 men, but is able to get it off to Collier. He's got Castro wide open. He'll find him. Castro for 3. Yes! Christoph Castro, his first 3 of the night. Kraus will push it up. Dribbles right into the defender. Castro's got it. Castro gets it back over to Rayburn. Rayburn. Aiken fouled him. Foul will be on, I think it is the foul on Aikens, as Rayburn will go to the line. (39-32). 3 minutes and 7 seconds to go here in the second. That free throw from Rayburn is up and no good. Substitution now as Kraus checks out and Nally checks back in. That is Nick Nally. Nick Nally and Christopher Nally. That second free throw is no good. Rebounded. Nally to Nally. Nick Nally will push it up. Back over to Christopher. Nally looking for somebody. Stolen by Rayburn. Rayburn will push it up. He's got Salazaria open. Collier inside. Ritzenthaler looking for the alley-oop. No connection there. Hawkins pushing it up. Hawkins on the drive. Layup is no good. It'll be a charge. Mason Rayburn draws the charge. Camp Verde ball. We'll get some some substitutions now as Kraus checks back in. Hawkins and Nally will check out. Hawkins is fired up. Castro will inbound it. Salazaria. Zaria on the drive, wide open, layup is in. Nifty moves from Chino Salazaria for 2. Aiken. Over to Nally. Nally up top to Kraus. Back over to Aiken. Aiken on the drive. Right hand floater, no good. Fights for his own rebound. He's got McBee wide open, and the foul will be on the floor. I think if he gets that pass off a little bit earlier to McBee, could be an open three-pointer for Glendale Prep, but instead Aiken will go to the line after the foul. Of course, both teams are in the bonus, so a 1-and-1. Get a substitution as Devin James will check in for Ritzenthaler. Free throw on the way from Aiken is no good. Rayburn with the rebound. Rayburn pushing it up. Kicks it out. Castro on the drive. Right hand layup. No good. Rebounded by James. He'll kick it back out. Salasaria for three. Yes! Chino Salasaria. Timeout. Glendale Prep. 44-32. Minute 54 left. We'll be right back.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
What started out as a quick start for Glendale Prep has turned into quite a nice lead for Camp Verde, 44-32 with a minute 53 left in the first half. Looking inside, cross is wide open, layup is in. They'll inbound it to Zaria. He'll get it up to Rayburn. Rayburn almost loses it, but able to hang on to it. Rayburn looking inside, kicks it back out. Castro for three. Yes! Christoph Castro, another one. 6 points for Castro. Anderson will push it up. Nally back over to Kraus. Kraus on the drive. Looking for Aiken. Swings it around. It is stolen. Salasaria gets it over to Castro somehow. Right hand layup, no good. Second chance, James, no good. Nally will push it up. Nally spots up for three. Over to Aiken. Aiken fakes the shot. Driving in, loses it. It'll go out of bounds. 59 seconds left here in the first half. We'll get a sub as Coke Bast checks in for Mason Rayburn. But Mason Rayburn is having a solid game so far, offensively and defensively. He is going to be someone to watch for this second half as Castro will inbound the ball. Over to Collier, get it back to Castro. Castro will push it up. Castro on the drive, kicks it out. James had it, gives it to Zaria. Salasaria back over to Collier. Collier guarded by Kraus. Step back three. No good. Rebounded by Kraus. He'll push it up. Kraus. And it will be a foul. Yes, it will be a defensive foul on Jason Collier. His feet were not set on that charge attempt. So Kraus will go to the line for two. Of course, we've got another second half of basketball coming up, and this game is already exciting. As Glendale Prep will look to try to get their lead back as that one goes in for Johnny Kraus, who's got now 5 points on the night. Of course, we'll get you all caught up here on the first half at halftime. Second free throw is up and also good. Kraus has got 6. James will inbound it to Collier. Collier back to James. James trying to get it over to Castro, who's wide open. They do. Castro loses it, fighting for it, and they'll call a jump ball. No, they'll call him out of bounds. So they'll say Kraus went out of bounds with the ball. It would have been Glendale Prep ball had it been a jump ball. 31 seconds left. Glendale Prep just wants a single-digit deficit. Castro almost stolen. Collier's got it back. He wants the foul. James will drive in, kicks it out. Castro kicks it back out. Salasaria, another three. Rolls around the rim. I don't know how he hit it, but it went in. Another three for Chino Salisaria. Kraus, guarded by Bast. Over to Nally. Nally for a long three. No good. And that'll be it. A hot start for Glendale Prep was quickly extinguished. 50-36, our score at halftime. When we come back, we'll get you caught up on the first half. We'll get ready for the second right here on Verde Valley TV. Don't go anywhere.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
When you buy a vehicle at Hyundai of Cottonwood, you'll enjoy thousands of miles. With America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000 miles, driving a Hyundai will give you peace of mind. Yes, there's something for everyone at Hyundai of Cottonwood on Rodeo Drive, above Larry Green Chevrolet and next to Walmart. Hyundai of Cottonwood. New thinking, new possibilities. A formula for happy drivers.
Back inside the weight room here at Camp Verde High School. We have got quite a great game going on so far on the floor. 50-36, Camp Verde currently over Glendale Prep. And my oh my, as the battles of the undefeated continues, and we are in for an absolute classic in the second half. Current score totals so far for both teams: 2 points for Chris Caron, 2 points for Christopher Nally, 4 for Gavin Akins, 6 for Johnny Kraus, 6 for Kyle McBee, 7 by Matthew Hawkins, who is currently leading this team in points, and 3 for Ryan Anderson. A solid start for Glendale Prep, quickly turned over to the side of Camp Verde as the lead went from double digits for Glendale Prep to start off the game, and then Camp Verde really started to pour it on. They are getting some solid basketball from, I said it in the pregame, and of course, it's Jason Collier. 18 points so far. He's averaging 28 on the season. Looking to continue his hot streak. He's got 18 so far in the half. 15 from Chino Salas-Zaria. He knocked down a couple clutch shots. Let's not forget Christoph Castro, also clutch in getting Camp Verde back into this game. Both guys playing phenomenal, as well as Jason Collier. Mason Rayburn, 9 points, a clutch 3, a couple good baskets, a solid charge taken to get the possession back into the arrow pointed for Camp Verde. And he has been also electric coming off the bench, starting and then coming off the bench and playing well. And then Justin Ritzenthaler, 2 points to get things going here. We have still got so much basketball left. And right now we are in for an exciting game. 50-36 is our halftime score. We take a look at our keys to the game before we head into the second half. And so far, on the side of Camp Verde, well, they have pressured this team often and early. They've done a solid job of making sure they keep the defensive pressure up and turn defense into offense. They found themselves down early, very early, 14-0 to start this game as Glendale Prep started out hot. And then they turned it on. They got a bunch of defensive stops. Glendale Prep happened to miss a couple shots. They got a couple turnovers, turned those turnovers into points. And, well, that's why Camp Verde is carrying a really good lead right now as we head into the second half. Get Collier going early. They did just that. Collier able to find a couple three-pointers, a lot of baskets inside, a couple floaters. He's playing really well. Great circus shot where he spun around and hit a layup with his right hand. Really, really fun to watch. So they're getting Collier going early and going often. And finally, score quickly. They didn't do it to start off the game by any stretch of the imagination. They were not starting hot early at all. But Camp Verde was able to turn it on and turn defense again into offense. When we come back, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second half. Don't go anywhere. Right here on Verde Valley TV.
If you're looking for a plumber, look no farther than D-Best Plumbing. Call them at 567-8755. Owner and founder Danny Petty has 18 years of plumbing experience in the Verde Valley. D-Best Plumbing prides themselves with providing quality workmanship and efficiency, which means honest and fair pricing for their customers. D-Best Plumbing, where a job done right is a job done once.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go for others.
If you want freedom and adventure, stop into one of Galpin Auto and RV's convenient locations. With a large inventory of both new and pre-owned autos and RVs, they have something for most every budget. You'll find a relaxed, no-hassle way of doing business in both Dewey and Cottonwood. Their knowledgeable staff will have you on your way to your next vacation in no time. Galpin Auto and RV in Dewey and Cottonwood, a name you can trust for over 30 years.
See the Glendale Prep Griffins taking up some shots before we begin the second half. 50-36 our current score as the Camp Verde Cowboys are looking to remain undefeated. Oh, and guess what? Glendale Prep is also looking to remain undefeated tonight. Our current scores at half, 15 points for Chino Salasaria. Philip Catafamo, I want to welcome you back inside the weight room here at Camp Verde High School. It has been an exciting basketball game. The battle of the undefeateds is living up to the hype, but currently Camp Verde is up against Glendale Prep. Like I was saying, Chino Salasaria, 15 points, 6 points from Christoph Castro, some clutch threes in the corner. Jason Collier, 18 points. Mason Rayburn with 9 and Justin Ritzenthaler with 2. On the side of Glendale Prep, you've got 2 points from Chris Caron, 2 points from Christopher Nally, 4 from Gavin Akins, 6 from Johnny Kraus, 6 from Kyle McBee, 7 from Matthew Hawkins, and 3 from Ryan Anderson. They started out pretty hot. Glendale Prep carried a hefty double-digit lead at the beginning of the first quarter, and then, well, like I said, Camp Verde turned defense into offense. They were able to get a couple clutch turnovers, some beautiful three-pointers from Chino Salasaria and Christoph Castro, cut into the deficit, got some stops on defense, and, well, now they've got the lead, 50-36. For Glendale Prep, we took a look at the keys to the game for Camp Verde, and now we're going to do it on the flip side for Glendale Prep. You know, it was kind of similar. They were very similar keys to the game. Pressure early and often. They have both ran the full court press. I do not expect that at all to stop. Glendale Prep would love another another hot start to the beginning of this game if they can get a couple good points and a couple defensive stops. And it starts with the full court press. Secondly, Jason Collier, you got to slow him down. He's got 18 points, but he's starting to draw on the defense, find a couple teammates. You got to take advantage of when Collier wants to be selfish. There was a couple opportunities where Mason Rayburn was open in the corner, Christoph Castro was open in the corner, and Jason Collier decided to go in and try to drive for the bucket, maybe draw the foul. Not a bad idea from Jason Collier, but you got to take advantage of those selfish opportunities from Jason Collier. And I don't mean to be too aggressive with the word selfish, but he is driving in, and there were guys open. But Jason Collier still having a phenomenal game, 18 points. I'm not shocked at all. Finally, score quickly. Glendale Prep did it in the beginning of the game. They were able to get a bunch of points early on, and then unfortunately, like I said, on the side of Glendale, on the side of Camp Verde, they were able to get some stops, some points, and well, now they've got the lead, 50-36. I'm expecting a hot start, hopefully, from Glendale Prep again. I'd love to see this game go back and forth for the third quarter, and then the fourth quarter, who knows, could be a coin toss. But it's got to start with the defensive pressure and slowing down Jason Collier, closing out on shooters, taking advantage when Collier wants to drive instead of dishing it out. There's a couple opportunities there where Collier really could have had a couple open threes to his teammates in the corner. But Jason Collier, a talented scorer. I don't blame him at all. He's very, very talented inside. Again, don't want to be too aggressive with the word selfish, but again, there were guys open. So we've still got second half basketball for you. The battle of the undefeateds. In the words of Highlander, there can be only one, and we'll find out who that one is when we come back right here on Verde Valley TV. You're not going to want to miss this one.
If you're looking for a plumber, look no farther than D-Best Plumbing. Call them at 567-8755. Owner and founder Danny Petty has 18 years of plumbing experience in the Verde Valley. D-Best Plumbing prides themselves with providing quality workmanship and efficiency, which means honest and fair pricing for their customers. D-Best Plumbing, where a job done right is a job done once.
Coach Dan Wall giving his team a last-second pep talk before we begin the second half. Philip Catafamo, happy to have you along with me for second half basketball. The battle of the undefeateds, 50-36. Camp Verde currently leading the Glendale Prep Griffins. And if the first half is any indication how the rest of this game is going to go, we're in for a good one. Camp Verde will start off with the ball. Glendale Prep will start off with the ball as Hawkins inbounds the ball to Kraus. And we are underway, second half basketball. Kraus dishes it over to Anderson. Anderson looking inside to Akins. He will get it up top to Kraus. Kraus stepping up a little closer to that three-point line. Hawkins shoots a three and does not get it. Bast with the rebound. Collier on the drive. Floater, right hand, no good. Rebounded. Bast, second chance is in. Coke Bast, the rebound and the second chance. And looks like we'll have a foul on Collier. Nothing more than what Coach Silvernail would love is to get Jason Collier off the floor. Again, I don't want to be aggressive with the word selfish, but inside on that last possession, that missed floater by Collier, which again for a guy like him is not a bad look. Justin Littlefield was wide open, but regardless, I digress. Jason Collier is really good at basketball. Kraus will push it up. Kraus gets it over and out of bounds. We'll see who is tipped off of. Yes, it was tipped off of Camp Verde. So Glendale Prep will hang on to it. We've got 7 minutes left here in the third. 52-36 is our score. Hawkins will inbound it to Kraus. Kraus will push it up. Gets a screen from McBee. Kraus back up top to Anderson. Anderson over to Hawkins. Hawkins on the drive. Right hand layup, no good. Tipped around, rebounded by Collier. Collier pushing it up. Littlefield. He's got Zaria open in the corner. Littlefield inside. Bass right hand off the glass and in. Coke Bass has got 4 to start off the second half. Hawkins will draw the foul. Good defense from Littlefield. No reason to be upset about that. Jordan Littlefield with some solid defense inside, but Hawkins will go to the line. Hawkins looking to get things going for Camp Verde. First free throw is up and good. Christoph Castro, who knocked down a couple clutch threes in the first half, will check in. Second free throw is up and good. Hawkins' second free throw is in. Castro looking for somebody. He'll find Zaria. It is stolen by Kraus. Kraus, bounce pass inside. Hawkins blocked away. Salas Zaria. Zaria kicks it out. Rayburn pumps fake three. Top of the key. Castro driving in. Spots up. Floater two is no good. Bass second chance. Rayburn top of the key to Zaria. Zaria corner. Castro for three. No good. Rayburn second chance. Rayburn floater off the glass. Castro's got it. Zaria for three. No good. Bass fighting for it. We've got a foul. It'll be a foul on Camp Verde, so Glendale Prep will take over possession. 54-38. Anderson inbounds it to Hawkins. Hawkins gets it up to Kraus. Kraus back to Hawkins. Hawkins on the drive, bounce pass. Anderson looking up top to Kraus. Kraus back over to Hawkins. Hawkins for three. Rebounded. Collier will push it up. Collier inside, looking for Rayburn. It goes out of bounds. Not a bad look at all from Jason Collier. A smart pass, just tipped. Like I said, man, Collier draws in the defense. He can find somebody wide open. Zaria over to Castro, or excuse me, Bast. Castro now has it. Collier back to Castro. Castro's got Rayburn open in the corner. Gets it up to Zaria. Zaria on the drive. Still has Rayburn. They finally get it to him. Rayburn driving in. Kicks it out. Castro. Gets it back to Zaria. Almost stolen by McBee. Corner. Rayburn for three. Yes! Another three from Mason Rayburn. He's got two. Aiken swings it around, almost stolen, bounce pass to Hawkins. It'll be a foul. Hawkins will, he would have made the three had it counted. But it'll be a foul on Christoph Castro. That ball be inbounded. It's got to be frustrating when you shoot a three, it goes in, but it doesn't count. Nice look from Hawkins, though. Coke Bass will check out. Ritson Thaler will check in. It'll be an inbound from Hawkins. He'll inbound it to Kraus. Kraus gets a screen. He'll drive in, kick it out. Anderson passes it over to Aiken. Aiken spots up. Free throw line jumper, no good. Rebounded by Collier. Collier looking to get past McBee and Hawkins. He'll get it up to Zaria. Zaria, skip pass over to Rayburn. Back over to Zaria. Salas Zaria. Gives it up to Rayburn. Rayburn will restart. Coach Wall shouting plays out from the sideline. Castro swings it around. Zaria looking inside to Collier. Collier is going to spot it for two. No good. Rebound there by McBee. Hands it off to Kraus. Kraus driving in. Kicks it out. And we'll have a foul. Looks like it'll be a foul on Camp Verde. (57-38), the foul on Chino Salas Zaria. So Hawkins will inbound. Hawkins looking inside to Anderson. He'll kick it back out. Aikens. Aikens, long three. No good. Castro grabs the board and will push it up, running the point. Castro swings it around to Rayburn. Rayburn over to Zaria. Zaria almost loses it, recovers, shoots the three. Can't get it, rebounded. Ritson Thaler back to Zaria, and Camp Verde will restart. Floater is good, and the foul for Jason Collier. So Collier will go to the line for the and one. 59-38. 3 minutes, 51 seconds left here in the third as James will check in for Rayburn. Collier's free throw is up and good. Another 20-point night as Hawkins pushes it up. Hawkins dribbling out of traffic. He is blocked, but there's a foul. Hawkins will go to the line. Another foul on Chino Salas Zaria. Free throw from Hawkins is no good. He's got 9 points on the night, 60-38. Second free throw now from Hawkins. That one also no good, rebounded by Zaria. Castro will push it up. Castro dribbles out of pressure, gets it up to James. James swings it around, Zaria looking inside. Ritson Thaler wide open, layup is in. Justin Ritson Thaler's got four. Kraus will push it up. Over to Hawkins. Hawkins pump fake three, driving in, and it'll be a foul. And Hawkins will go to the line for the 1-and-1. Another foul on Christoph Castro. I want to say this. Before Coach Wall took off the jacket, Camp Verde was losing. when he took the jacket off, they were winning. Never underestimate the power of the sweater. 3 minutes, 14 left here in the third, 62-38. We'll be right back.
When you buy a vehicle at Hyundai of Cottonwood, you'll enjoy thousands of miles. With America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000 miles, driving a Hyundai will give you peace of mind. Yes, there's something for everyone at Hyundai of Cottonwood on Rodeo Drive, above Larry Green Chevrolet and next to Walmart. Hyundai of Cottonwood. New thinking, new possibilities. A formula for happy drivers.
Hawkins will remain at the line. 62-38 our score. Philip Katafamo, I want to welcome you back here inside Camp Verde High School, the gymnasium. Battle of the undefeateds has been pretty good so far. That free throw goes up and it's good for Hawkins. He'll get another opportunity at a free throw. Rayburn will check in as Christoph Castro checks out. Castro finding some foul trouble early here in the second half. Second free throw is up, and bueno for Matthew Hawkins. James will push it up. Looking for somebody, he'll find Collier. That ball loose and stolen. Kraus on the drive. Puts it up, off the glass and in. Johnny Kraus, fast break, stolen again. Anderson gets it up to Kraus. Kraus driving again, draws the foul. Nope, they'll give him the charge. It'll be an offensive foul on Johnny Kraus. Naley will check in as Anderson goes to the bench. (62-42) our score. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the third. We'll get an inbound. Collier coming around to get it. He will get it. We'll get it right back to James. James will push it up, trying to beat the break. Done it so far very, very well tonight. They'll do it again here. James looking for Rayburn. He'll find him. Rayburn will reset. Rayburn guarded tightly by Hawkins. Collier. Dribble moves. Looking for somebody. It is tipped but recovered by Rayburn. Rayburn fakes the three and draws the foul. Christopher Nally. Camp Verde will hang on to it. We'll get a sub here. Looks like Nick Nally looking to check in. I'm not entirely sure if they're brothers, but I think it's a pretty good guess. We'll get an inbound. Nally guarding Collier. He'll lob it into James. James on the drive, looking inside. Ritson-Thaler, right-hand layup, too hard, rebounded by Hawkins. Hawkins will push it up, bounce pass, Akins. Akins, top of the key. Naley for three, no good. Tipped and rebounded by Collier. Collier draws the offensive foul. Going to be a foul on Nally, so Camp Verde will hang on to it. 2 minutes here in the third. Collier, guarded now by McBee. Collier looking inside, too high. Pass intended for Ritson-Thaler down low to go out of bounds. Under 2 minutes here in the third. James will inbound. James, bounce pass into Collier. Collier, corner three. Spot up shot, no good. Hawkins with the rebound. Hawkins will push it up, bounce pass. Naley, back to Hawkins. Hawkins, driving in. Layup, off the glass and in. James will push it up. 44-62 now. James double teamed, able to dribble out of pressure. Gets it off to Rayburn somehow, who shoots the three and drains the three. 3 3-pointers for Mason Rayburn, 65-44. Nally, over to Nally, back to Nally. once again to Nolly. Looking inside. McBee, great shot inside. 2 points for Kyle McBee. Collier. No call as Hawkins tries to get the charge. Layup for Rayburn is in somehow. Mason Rayburn. Nolly will push it up, looking for the fast break. And it'll be a push. So Nolly will go to the line. We'll get subs on both sides. Coke Bast waiting to check in. Get a little bit more, rebounding from Coke Bast. Kraus looking to check in for Kraus, Edmiston. As that one's missed. Kraus, Edmiston, and it looks like Terpstra will check in. Or excuse me, I take that back. McBee and Kraus are checking out. Coke Bast is back in. Ritson Thaler will take a seat. Shot from Nally is up and in. James gets it over to Rayburn. Rayburn almost loses it, keeps a hold of it, and draws the foul. Rayburn guarded tightly by Sam Terpstra. Inbound, Coke Bass almost trying to get it, but it'll be picked off by Hawkins. Hawkins on the drive, spots up, floater is up, no good. Rebound and gets his own board. No, unable to get it. Coke Bass fighting for it. And it'll be a foul. Gotta love the hustle from Coke Bast. 67-47 our score. 19 seconds left here in the third. Bast will go to the line for two. Free throw on the way. Off the backboard, too hard, rebounded by Nally. Over to Nally. Nally gets a screen. Swings it over to Terpstra. Terpstra inside. Nally, right hand layup, no good. Collier fighting for it. Collier shoots it from half court and almost makes it. 67-47 will be our score as we head to the fourth quarter. Glendale Prep's got 8 minutes until this one's over. Don't go anywhere.
If you want freedom and adventure, stop into one of Galpin Auto and RV's convenient locations. With a large inventory of both new and pre-owned autos and RVs, they have something for most every budget. You'll find a relaxed, no-hassle way of doing business in both Dewey and Cottonwood. Their knowledgeable staff will have you on your way to your next vacation in no time. Galpin Auto and RV in Dewey and Cottonwood, a name you can trust for over 30 years.
Glendale Prep will have 8 minutes to try to get their lead back, 67-47 here in the fourth quarter. Philip Catafamo, happy to have you along with me here on a beautiful Friday night in Camp Verde. Glendale Prep and Camp Verde, the battle of the undefeateds in the 2A Central Region. Camp Verde number 1 at 7-0, trying to remain undefeated, and right behind them, Glendale Prep at 8-0, also trying to remain undefeated. Camp Verde will inbound. And if Glendale Prep wants to put anything together, they're going to have to do it now. James will inbound over to Rayburn. And we are underway here in the fourth. Chino Salasaria trying to dribble away from pressure. Able to do just that. Looking inside. Coke Bast, right hand layup off the glass and in. Coke Bast has got 6. Hawkins for 3. No good. Looks like we'll have a foul. Not sure who was on. but it'll be on Glendale Prep. And now Camp Verde will go to the line to shoot 2. Both teams in the bonus, so any foul will result in free throws, as Mason Rayburn will step to the line. I believe this is Rayburn's first time at the free throw line tonight. Free throw is up, and no good. Tipped and rebounded. Nope. Still fighting for it. Kraus going to have to hustle. Bast has got it. Collier steps up for 3. Collier. No good. Bast with the rebound. Kicks it back out. Zaria on the drive. Got a lane. Off the glass and in. Chino Salas Zaria. Got it. And we'll go to the line for one more. Timeout, Glendale Prep. We've got 7 minutes, 26 seconds left, 71-47. Don't go anywhere.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here, with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Brothers!
71-47 our score. Glendale Prep takes a timeout. We're back from that. I want to thank you for joining me here on Verde Valley TV. Battle of the Undefeateds. 7-0 Camp Verde taking on 8-0 Glendale Prep. Only one of these teams will remain undefeated at the end of this game. We've got 7 minutes and 26 seconds to decide who it is. And so far, it's looking like Camp Verde. 7-1-47. 71-47. Zario will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Or excuse me, going in for the and one as he hit that layup as we went into the timeout break. That free throw is no good. Rebounded, Coke Bast. What a monster down low. Almost stolen by Hawkins. We'll see who it was off of, and yes, it was off Camp Verde. Nolly will check in as Ryan Anderson checks out. Kraus gets the screen from McBee. Kraus up top, Nolly. Over to Hawkins. Hawkins on the drive. Right hand floater, too hard. Rebounded. Collier, fast break. Nolly coming in on defense. Collier fouled, puts it up. Oh, that almost went in. Collier grabbing onto that left knee. May have just bounced it off the court. Be a little sore for a little while, but he's stretching it out. Collier's still getting ready. Collier will go to the line to shoot 2. First one is up. And good. Collier's second free throw is good. Kraus will push it up. Kraus gets it over to McBee. McBee looking inside, and Nolly, it is intercepted. Camp Verde will push it up. Chino Salas-Zaria over to Rayburn, swings it around. James for 3. No good. Rebounded by Nolly. Kraus inside, kicks it out. Hawkins for 3. No good. Chino Salas-Zaria on the rebound. Passes it up, James. Inside, Coke Bast, right-hand layup is in. 8 points for Coke Bast. Hawkins right back on the drive, blocked away! Devin James with a nasty block. Not today, not tomorrow, never when Devin James is down low. Coke Bast checks out. Collier will check out. Ritson, Thaler, and Castro will check in. And looks like we'll have a timeout. We'll take one as well. 6 minutes, 19 seconds left here in the fourth. 75-47.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Block from Devin James down low on the layup attempt by Hawkins. I got to say, though, that's a solid block. 75-47 as we continue the fourth quarter here. Not a bad look at all by Matthew Hawkins. But Devin James coming up with the block. Hawkins will inbound as Glendale Prep looks to put something together with the last 6 minutes here in the fourth. Nally gets it up to Kraus. Kraus over to McBee. McBee swings it around. Nally back over to Kraus. Kraus up top. Aiken. Aiken's on the drive. Floater is up, and it looks like it'll be a foul on the floor. So for a shooting foul, I'm not entirely sure, but the foul is on Mason Rayburn. It gets a little hard to tell. It is going to be a shooting foul. Sometimes it gets a little hard to tell when a foul is going to be a shooting foul when you're in the bonus because every foul results in a free throw. So Aikens will shoot the first one and knock it down. Looking for his second here. It is up and good. Gavin Aikens, back-to-back free throws, 49-75. James almost stolen but gets it off to Castro. James, guarded by Aikens. James on the drive, kicks it out to Castro. Castro gets it over to Zaria. Zaria inside. Ritzenthaler back over to James. Back up top. Zaria on the drive. Floater off the glass and in, and we're going to call it travel. Too many steps for Chino Salas Zaria, and Jason Collier will check in. Devin James will check out. Five minutes, 48 left here in the fourth. Kraus gets it over to Nally. Nally up top. McBee over to Kraus. Kraus over to Aikens. Aikens kicks it out. Hawkins, long three. No good. Rayburn. Pickpocketed, but they'll call a foul. I don't know about that one. It's good defense by number 24, Gavin Aikens. And Rayburn will go to the line for the 1-and-1. The one is no good. So I believe, it doesn't say on the scoreboard, but I believe it's now a double bonus. So now to be 2 free throws automatically, as that one, second one is up and good. Kraus over to Nally. Nally up top. McBee swings it around to Kraus. Kraus looking for a three, looking inside. Nally fights his way up for the layup, and it's in. Collier loses it. It goes out of bounds. 76-51. 5 minutes left here in the fourth. Hawkins will inbound. Hawkins gets it over. Nally, corner three. Oh, almost, and it's going to be a defensive foul. Aikens accidentally hit in the mouth by Ritzenthaler. Of course, Ritzenthaler just going for the ball. Whoa, wait a minute. They're going to call that on Camp Verde. Or are they going to call it on Glendale Prep? I don't know about that one. Aikens sits down on the bench. So that foul is on Aikens. I don't know if he knows he's still playing, but he's sitting on the bench as Coach Silvernail is making his case. I doubt Glendale Prep is going to play with 4 guys. So Aikens may find his way back on the floor. So they get a sub. I believe Akins may have fouled out. So Nolly will check back in. We've got 5 minutes left here in the fourth as Ritson-Thaler goes to the line. That one is no good. That second one is up and no good. Almost rebounded by Rayburn, but Glendale Prep will hang on to it. Kraus will push it up. Kraus driving in, kicks it out. Hawkins, spot up three. No good. Rayburn rebounds it. Rayburn guarded tightly by Nolly. Gets it over to Castro. Castro gets it over to Zaria. Zaria looking for the swing pass over to Rayburn. Collier looking inside. Ritson-Thaler's wide open off the glass and in. Kraus. Bounce pass, stolen. Collier, fast break on the drive. Collier, no good. He'll go to the line for two. 4 minutes, 19 seconds left here, 78-51 our score. Camp Verde's next game will be against Northland Prep on February 4th. And on February 1st, Glendale Prep will take on Sedona Red Rock. So I want to clarify, I believe Northland Prep is who the girls basketball team is also taking on. I read the schedule incorrectly during the girls basketball game. So both these two teams, or excuse me, both the girls and boys basketball team here at Camp Verde will take on Northland Prep in Flagstaff. Second free throw is up and good for Collier. 80-51 our score. Kraus swings it over. McBee. Back over to Kraus. Kraus inside. Now he tipped in, stolen by Castro. Castro gets it up to Ritson-Thaler. He's got Collier. Ritson-Thaler layup off the glass and in. Justin Ritson-Thaler's got 8. McBee, top of the key to Nolly. Nolly drive, right hand, up and no good. Second chance. Rebounded by Ritson-Thaler. He'll get it up to Chino Salasaria. Collier, nifty moves to get away from defense. Floater is up and in. It is going to be a charge. Collier definitely disappointed not getting that call. 82-51, 3 minutes 25 left here in the fourth. Kraus over to Nolly. Nolly, corner to Hawkins. Hawkins driving in. Steps up, floater. No good, gets his own rebound. Left hand is good that time. Collier able to draw the foul. So we'll get some substitutions on the side of Camp Verde. We'll start to see some of the starters trickle out of the lineup like we did in the girls' game. It'll be 2 free throws for Jason Collier. Collier's shot is up and no good. So we will get Matt Loza. We will get Markel Chatlin. We get a standing ovation for the starters. A solid performance from Camp Verde. Second free throw from Rayburn is good. Or Collier, excuse me, is good. Collier will check out as David Aranzamidi will check in. Kraus on the drive, left hand, no good. He'll go to the line, it'll be a foul on Castro. Castro looks like he'll check out. It looks like Littlefield will check in. Great job from Christoph Castro. Of course, we will get you the updated scores and look towards next week when this game is over. Again, Camp Verde will take on Northland Prep, and Glendale Prep will take on Sedona Red Rock. Great performances from number 42, Matthew Hawkins, and number 30, Kyle McBee. Krause's free throw is up and good. (83-54) with a minute left here. Camp Verde will remain at the top of the division as that one is in. And Krause will make his way to the bench. Of course, a great performance from Krause as well. Solid start to the game for Glendale Prep, and then Camp Verde just turned it on when they needed it. It'll be inbounded. Dale trying to dribble out of pressure. He does. Littlefield's got it at the top of the key. Littlefield on the drive. Floater, left hand, no good. Rebounded. Edmonston on the rebound. Nolly with it. Nolly gets it over to Nolly. Nolly long three. Yes! Christoph Nolly's first three of the night. Littlefield's got it past half court. Looking to just burn the rest of this clock. Camp Verde will remain undefeated. And will shift their focus to Northland Prep. Corner three. No good. Not a bad look from Markel Chatlin. Nolly on the drive. Back out. Nolly, second three. No good. Rebounded by Littlefield. 10 seconds left. He'll get it up. Matt Loza off the glass and in. Got the two. And that is it. Camp Verde will remain undefeated and atop the Central region of 2A basketball. A phenomenal performance from these Cowboys as they remain undefeated and move to 8-0. We've got a lot to talk about. We'll wrap this game up and look towards next week. Don't go anywhere.
If you want freedom and adventure, stop into one of Galpin Auto and RV's convenient locations. With a large inventory of both new and pre-owned autos and RVs, they have something for most every budget. You'll find a relaxed, no-hassle way of doing business in both Dewey and Cottonwood. Their knowledgeable staff will have you on your way to your next vacation in no time. Galpin Auto and RV in Dewey and Cottonwood, a name you can trust for over 30 years.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go for others.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Want to welcome you back here at the gymnasium in Camp Verde High School. Philip Katafamo, happy to have you along with me. 84-58, a solid victory for the Camp Verde Cowboys. They remain at the top of the Central Division in 2A basketball. A really, really good performance from number 20, Jason Collier. Another 20-point performance, 23 points for Jason Collier, 8 for Coke Bast, who was phenomenal down low, 6 from Christoph Castro, 17 from Chino Salas Zaria, 19 from Mason Rayburn, 2 from Matt Loza, and 8 from Justin Ritzenthaler. And on the side of Glendale Prep, they started out hot. Unfortunately, Camp Verde was just hotter at the end of this game and unable to get the victory. They will go to take on Sedona Red Rock next week, or excuse me, to be more specific, February 1st, tomorrow. They'll take on Sedona Red Rock. Chris Caron, 2 points. Christopher Nolly, 7. 6 points for Gavin Akins. 10 for Johnny Kraus. 8 for Kyle McBee. 15 for Matthew Hawkins. He had a great game. And 2 from Nick Nolly, and 3 from Ryan Anderson. Glendale Prep, on the other hand, will take on Sedona Red Rock, and Camp Verde will take on Northland Prep, looking to remain undefeated in the 2A Central Division. Our next Camp Verde broadcast will be on March 20th. We'll have Camp Verde baseball right here for you on Verde Valley TV. A solid victory in the battle of the undefeateds, but Camp Verde became and left victorious. For our producer Ryan Nichols, I'm Philip Catafamo. Want to wish you a very safe and happy weekend. We'll see you on March 20th.